She burns the bridges in my head by lighting up a fire. Bury my old thoughts instead so you could feel the same. I live alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away to the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah. And we give you. In my mind, missing the fights. I don't care if I'm right. Let's just buy a bit more time. I live alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away till the morning light.
to pray today, but no one's listening anymore. Do I need to fade away or stay here laying down on the floor? I want to know if you be the shoulder that I need. I want to go, so take me to Neverland. Can you help me find a way? Where is the God that I need? Can I get some help today? Lord, help me with the blood that I bleed. I want to know if you be the shoulder that I need. I want to go, so take me to Neverland. Anxiety.
We're done with the pre-stream. Screw it. Oh, I need to adjust that. Stream chats. Yeah, I was scrambling to make this one because Det finished way before I thought he would.
You're surprised?
I do. It was way faster than I thought he would. So,
oh my goodness, yours is so good! I fucking love the colors!
It's yeah,
holy crap!
It's based on Superman.
Yeah, I know, the colors are so good! I need to see mine a little bit closer, but it looks like the Kingdom Hearts ones.
Oh yeah. There's not even a question.
I legitimately love those colors.
Can I get a word wrap, please? Can I get a word wrap? Word wrap.
Where is... Just put there. That's fine.
I mean, at worst, I could just... Oh, okay. I just need to make it a little bit smaller. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Do I hear me? What's going on here?
So typically your computer is very loud. Just to tell you, it's usually very loud. Yeah. Okay.
It's just I was listening to an episode of ours and I just forgot to turn it off. So I just heard me. I'm like, wait a second. Where does...
All right. So it should be... Let's make it the size 12. Make it a tad bit smaller. And then we should be good. Yeah, it's a lot of growing pains on this. I didn't have a lot of time to be testing things, unfortunately.
Which is odd because you're the one that pushed the stream up.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't have been time because I still need to see the text on the screen to do it, and it just wasn't time to do so. All right, I'll adjust it some other time. We should be good for now. So yeah, let's look at the in chat. It's not gonna be up there for a second. What's up, Sasa? What's up, Triton? I said it's not gonna be up there for a second.
No, I'm saying, could you I was just looking at the image. Could you send me that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can get a little closer look.
Yeah, I can. Oh, it's actually on my computer.
Oh my goodness, the hearts! Yeah, the colors of yours are just outrageous. I love it so much.
So what's up, Sasa? What's up, Triton? What's up, Fierce? JCJ. I'm faster than the bot. Yeah, okay. Good for you. Clap, clap. Happy Saturday, April 9th. Hope your day is going well.
It's
Absolutely not.
Saturday, April 9th, 2022. We're ever going to get. Cherish
Ever.
it, everyone. Goodbye.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to breathe here. Still with this debt. You lucky the pictures are good. You be itching for timeouts. Happy to be here. Hello there. Moist meter. Will there be face cam? No face cam. No. I don't think it's gonna be great for the moist meter. Maybe we should have did it for Nux. We'll think about it later. Yeah. So this area over here on the left is for alerts when people subscribe and stuff. Here, I'll do a quick emulation of it just so you can see what it does.
Oh my goodness.
And it's different for everything. So let's just see a super chat real quick. Stuff like that. But again, I need to do more to the screen itself. So yeah, this is just this is the basic outline of what it's gonna be. Yeah, Det did amazing on this one. It's so fast, I could not believe it. What's up, Piku? Nice art. What's up, Justin? That's amazing. Oh yeah, they're loving
really
Det.
like I really, really like it.
I vote for free revisited for Det. I mean, doesn't he already have one?
Det already got one.
He already redeemed one. Shut up. Yeah, ALX's Demon Slayers. It was in my mind, and then I was like, yo, Det, is commissions open? And he was like, yeah, what do you want? I said, can I get 2 chibi us's as Demon Slayers? Sure. Sent the money before he even asked for it. And he was like, all right. He sent me the outline the next day. He was like, I'll work on it when I can, because, I'm like, all right, it's probably going to be like Wednesday I get it. Saturday I wake up to this. So like, it's amazing, and I just started working on it. Can you guess which super I based it on? Oh, he definitely wouldn't know the Superman. He based it off a specific Superman.
I remember seeing that sort of
Dude, it's the same thing that happened to me.
Injustice.
It happened to me, I'm telling you. That art continues to bang. That's not what I typed, but okay.
I love the colors of yours. It's crazy.
What are DA and BG's breathing styles, and does it even matter? It doesn't matter, but we can definitely think of a breathing style at some point. DA is rage breathing. BG is fact breathing. Sound breathing for how much they yell. Actually, DA breathing. Love breathing since he's a simp.
Hey!
What's up, Hawakas? What are the names of the different rankings of Demon Slayers? I know Kinoe is one of them.
You know that.
And Hashira. Because I'm in a Discord of FGC people, and they rank them by the Demon Slayer people.
Leave.
How much did I miss? We haven't even started yet. Bum breathing. Oh, absolutely. But you can't tell me. No clue. I got 2 for you. So DA, now that the stream is up, let's talk about anime wins for Demon Slayer season 2. Yeah. How about we talk about a timeout?
No. Wait.
Okay.
You weren't awake for this, so anime wins for Demon Slayer season 2 is coming out in 2 Saturdays from now.
Isn't that when we wanted to do our next Demon Slayer one?
It is stupid perfect. And I'm like, it works, but I don't want to just agree to something.
Is it premiering?
I don't know if it's premiering, but he just said, yo, it's coming on the 23rd. And I'm like, that's a Saturday. It works. I don't want to, but
we can do it.
Here you go.
We can do it.
Mark it down, y'all.
We can do it.
So you were itching for that time.
I mean, I can still the trigger. Isn't breathing style a real thing in Japanese culture? I'm absolutely certain it is. I'm absolutely certain there's some science behind it of pumping up your muscles and that type of thing. Have no issue with that in general. It's just the way it's implemented in Demon Slayer. Wait, Det did those? Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Always. There's nobody else.
If our artwork is coming from somebody, it's coming from Det.
Why would we go to anyone else?
He was like, I was like, thank you. He was like, thank you for commissioning me. I'm like, there's nobody else. Why would we go anywhere else at this point? Jobber breathing.
Oh no.
I That's great.
I think we've taken a sufficient amount of W's personally.
We might start the stream during the premiere. Even if it's earlier, I will think about it. We'll see what we want to do.
Is he premiering it though? We don't know that.
So let's see
we
the
know that. Anime wins.
Demon Slayer.
I don't know if he typically premieres it.
I think if it's big enough, it's gonna get premiered.
Yeah, I don't know. We're doing it. That should be enough. Tentatively. We might change our minds. Or I might just cuck out.
It's never a premiere. Okay. So we'll see.
Those are not their accurate names. I know there's Enitu and Inosuke, but I don't really care because Boarface and Lightning Pussy are way more accurate and, to be honest, funnier. Now, even though this main trio...
But they're not.
It's funnier to the people that it's going to be funnier to.
Well, of course it is, but anything is going to be funnier to the people that's going to be funnier to. Literally anything.
Yeah.
So, I forgot about Nux.
To be honest, funnier. Now, even though this main trio is one of my favorite main trios in Shounen, I think it's my second favorite right after The Promised Neverland's Ray, Norman, and Emma, but for an entirely different reason. And I will not be talking about what Lightning Pussy or Boarface bring to the table by their own merit, and they bring a lot by their own merit. They're both fantastic.
But why not? What's the point of not talking about it? Is there a reason to abstain from talking about it? If it's one of your favorite, if it's in contention for your favorite trio of all time, you're like, I'm not going to get into why.
Yeah, there's no point to bring it up if you're not gonna...
Really?
I don't understand. No, we're not having fun. I don't know the point.
I would say he's not on a time crunch, but he clearly was just like, yo, we got to get this video out. Go,
2 days. I'm not going to talk about it.
So, I don't...
Semen Slayer trio. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Fantastic characters in their own right, and I relate to Lightning Pussy on a spiritual level. Okay, that was the time I should have called him Zenitsu. Yeah, we'll stick with Lightning Pussy. But if you look at the three of them, Inosuke and Zenitsu are two complete extremes. Inosuke being the battle-hungry, courageous beast, but through his travels with Tanjiro, he's becoming more and more caring. And you have Zenitsu, a complete...
Oh, dude. Didn't we just do this yesterday?
We absolutely
Y'all,
did.
we recorded Revisited yesterday. We just did this. I mean, this exact argument. We just did this.
Oh, man. They got one thing to talk about. Two things.
If it's not pretty, it's just like, will they play off of each other? Oh, dude.
opposite extreme as someone who's a complete and utter coward that's learning to man up, thanks to his interactions, again, with Tanjiro. Tanjiro is bringing them both to much more of a baseline.
Zenitsu is not learning to man up.
No, he's still a screaming, crying coward.
Anytime that we've seen him fight was in this when he was sleeping, except for the last arc when it was just like, all right, the flip got switched. I always mess that up.
The switch got flipped.
I don't think I've ever said that correctly on the first time. The switch got flipped. Coward into brave. He's awake fighting now. Okay. But other than that, it's just been sleeping stuff. He's never been like, all right, now it's the time to fight. Or, I don't want to fight exactly, but we got to.
I was trying to move that over. Whatever. I don't care.
And he's evolving their crazy antics into something much more noble without losing their actual spunk that makes them both tremendously fun characters to observe. The dynamics between the three of them are absolutely fantastic, and whenever they're on screen, even during the slice of life-ish moments that every shonen has, I am gleeful with anticipation as to who will annoy who next. But the reason why I mention all of this is purely to talk about...
They're all great together because they annoy each other.
Why would he say even in the slice of life moments that all shonen has as if it's a negative?
Because
if it's about the character,
because we're not talking about the character. We don't care about the characters. We care about the actions of the characters. We don't want them to sit down and be good.
But why not?
We don't want it.
the slice of life stuff is the stuff where you get the interactions. So you shouldn't be talking about it as if it's like, oh, even during them moments. No, you should be like, these are the moments I look for because these moments inform character stuff.
But they don't care about character
But
stuff,
he
even
said-
though he's talking about characters.
He said it's his favorite, potentially his favorite of the three.
They care about character interactions in the context of something else going on. So like when they're in the big forest and, with the spider people and Inosuke and Tanjiro are talking to each other and basically I could do that too and blah. That's what they care about. Not them sitting down having tea together and having a discussion. They don't want that. They want interactions while things are happening.
No, but that's the sit down quiet moments are the best because you don't have
Yes!
to worry about, hey, we're doing this in the heat of battle, so it's the interaction and the battle. It's really it's just these are these characters absent of anything else. These are these characters in distress. So that's better.
Yes. What's your point?
But why doesn't Nux want that?
Because people don't want that. And Nux is just one of the people. They want the hype. They want, again, minute interactions in moments of big things happening.
This is the point of slice of life segments where we get to know the characters the most. Absolutely. So why isn't he fiending for more of that and less of the fighting where we just get people fighting?
Nux is not people. What's that? I want to do that too. Saw that gif used around so often when it aired. Absolutely. That's what people want. They want that. They don't want them to sit down for an episode just like, hey, what's going on with us? Now you can get that for like 4 minutes. But you better start getting the thing. We're here for efficiency.
Oh, efficiency! We get the interactions during the fighting. Instead of separately, we get them together,
Yes.
shaving off time.
Yes.
Has. I am gleeful with anticipation as to who will annoy who next. But the reason why I mention all of this is purely to talk about what it does for Tanjiro. Because you have two extremes surrounding him at all times, and you hear his input on everything they're doing, we get a much more narrowed down glance into the psyche of our actual protagonist. And it's accentuated again and again and again, exactly.
That was a bunch of words, y'all. The interactions allow us to narrow a more narrow lens of Tanjiro that is accentuated by
Something about his psyche as well.
I need it again.
It does for Tanjiro. Because you have two extremes surrounding him at all times, and you hear his input on everything they're doing, we get a much more narrowed down glance into the psyche of our actual protagonist. And it's accentuated again and again and again, exactly the kind of person he is.
It's not a narrowed down. You could say it's a more focused look at it.
Yeah. That was just word vomit. That was horrible.
That was really just not worthwhile.
It's moments like that. And with the fairy tale, if the protagonist is the fairy tale of which we are, that whole rambling sentence just makes me think that Nux doesn't script these things out properly.
I will agree with you properly, but he absolutely scripts them out.
Because something like that, you could be like, will the audience know exactly what I mean?
But do you, as the content creator with millions of views and subs, care if the audience understands what you mean? Because it's already at that point an echo chamber of, wow, you're so right. How often do you think he's called out in this comment section? And how often is it
probably
played off by the other people in the comment section?
Probably 30-1. Maybe. Because something like this, it's like, you know what you're getting with Nux. I'm not going to go to Nux to watch something and comment on it. So I'm not going to, even if I don't like Nux, I'm not going to comment on it. Mm-hmm. Only the people who are really riled up are gonna comment. This isn't anything worthy of a comment.
Fights are hollow without a good reason, like Dragon Ball Super. Absolutely. You need to have the characters, the interactions, to care about the characters and not just, what they're doing at the moment, like a Rengoku, but actual just sit down moments.
What is this person like outside of battle? Oh, they're very boring. They're not really outgoing. Their emotions flare up in the heat of battle. Something like that. That's the dichotomy. But here it's just like, oh, we got everything we need in the battle, so it's fine.
Our actual protagonist. Did he say that? Like, what's that mean?
Yo, yeah, I think he did.
What's that even mean?
Well, this is coming off Fairy Tail, where Fairy Tail is the
Oh my god, we're not.
We never left.
Narrow down glance of the psyche of our protagonist. This is what he said. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm stupid. I understand that, but my goodness. Make it simpler. Don't just use big words to just like, I've made my point properly.
Exactly want to draw comparisons here to other shonen protagonists, because I do know that it will inevitably get me hate that I'm ripping on Deku, Asta, and everybody else. That's really not what I'm trying to do here. Code of conduct number 1 for typical shonens: the protagonist is gonna have to be moral Jesus. And low-key...
What? No, they don't. Luffy is not moral Jesus.
No, he's really
Naruto is not moral Jesus.
Yusuke isn't moral Jesus. Is Fairy Tail moral Jesus?
I would not say Natsu nor the guild itself is moral Jesus.
That's why I said Fairy Tail and not Natsu, because we know who the
They're
protagonist is.
very much rip up the town, steal things. Who gives a They disobey direct orders from the government.
But it made me feel like a part of the Demon Slayers.
What about half of the JoJo?
Yeah.
Who are these moral Jesus? Is Deku even a moral Jesus? I'd say that's closer.
Yeah.
Asta's not. He's just goofy.
Light, a moral, a shonen protagonist is definitely not a moral Jesus. Absolutely not. Yeah, and also, we just skipped over the fact that he said moral Jesus.
I mean, at this point, we went through that whole soliloquy of the actual protagonist psyche and the more narrow lens through which we see it, and it's accentuated. And this, like,
and we just accepted the fact that he said moral Jesus.
Yes!
And then immediately went to who's a moral Jesus? Oh, Fairy Tail and Deku and all this stuff. Instead of attacking directly, moral Jesus.
It's like
it doesn't matter anymore.
It's like South Park. You expect those things out of South Park, so when it happens, you're just like, whatever. This episode doesn't make sense. Yeah, but they peed in a butt. That means nothing to me in South Park. This is just Nux. When he says moral Jesus, it means nothing to me. What he said was dumb.
It means nothing. It's just like, oh, dumb words are the argument. Let's attack the argument.
Yeah, the thematic opposite is the stuff I'm mad at. Not moral Jesus.
Wouldn't Jesus himself?
Yeah, I was just about to say, what is in a moral Jesus? Is the devil like immoral Jesus?
All right, I think that's enough content for this week. See y'all in stream.
Sometimes it kind of seems fake. It doesn't always fit with the character's narrative, but it does.
When? Where?
Oh boy.
It absolutely, every time Deku's just like, I want to save this person, you can't be doing this stuff, it fits with Deku. What are you talking about?
With Tanjiro, he's the only shonen protagonist that I appreciate as a moral Jesus, and it's because of his surroundings.
Whoa! Dude, that was a roller coaster. He's the only shonen protagonist that I appreciate because he's a moral Jesus, because he's of his surroundings. It's like, I could not have predicted where he was going with that. Nux, legitimately, what are you talking about? His surroundings.
And have you read the manga?
Why do you have to put so many asterisks on it? Why can't a mom just be a good character absent of their surroundings? What does his surroundings have to do with
His surroundings excuse his moral Jesusness. His moral Jesus-tude. Moral Jesus bad, but Tanjiro moral Jesus good now. For reason. What makes Tanjiro different from literally every Shonen protagonist? That's a very good question, Trevon.
His environment, apparently.
Surroundings, not even environment. So probably the people he interacts with. I don't know.
A moral Jesus, wasn't he criticizing Naruto for being a Jesus figure?
Yeah, but that's because it ran antithetical to his character narrative.
That was in another video. It doesn't count for this video. Only things in this video are canon to the Nux lore.
Protagonist that I appreciate as a moral Jesus, and it's because
it's not even that you like Tanjiro as a moral Jesus. It's the only
him.
one you appreciate? You don't appreciate Deku? How not? What? Based on what?
Man, I sure do appreciate this anime. Who talks like that?
The same people that say it's so efficient.
Just throw out moral Jesus like it's something.
Because of his surroundings. It's because of his motivations for pushing forward, and it's exactly because of the people that are at complete extremes around him at all times, helping us focus on exactly the person he is.
So because Inosuke and Zenitsu are super extreme, it's cool that he's a moral Jesus? Because there's not anybody else kind of Jesus-y around him? Unlike a Deku who has a lot of other heroes and moral Jesus-y type people? What are you doing, Nux Taku? What art thou doing?
This is the most stretching argument of I gotta make Deku either unique or worthy of praise. So moral Jesus, environment, appreciate.
Moral Jesus done right. You heard?
Oh man.
How is Deku done wrong?
Yeah, what's wrong about Deku?
How is Deku in the terms of moral Jesus, not as a character, but in terms of a moral Jesus?
Has he defined what moral Jesus even is? Cause what's Goku doing wrong? We don't know what moral Jesus is.
Yeah, we're arguing against something that he unless it's some internet thing that we don't know.
It could be. There's some stuff that just passed right over me.
Especially in the anime community. Moral Jesus.
This anime came into my life the exact 5 hours I needed to, and it respected my time.
No.
All right.
So this is from his dome.
His motivation is janks. He wants to save his sister. He's perfectly fine with Nezuko being brainwashed. Yeah, he is.
This is word vomit recording.
Heard it here, fam. And I think, in a nutshell, it's that genuine aspect to his character.
Oh, so he's saying that people like Deku are fake.
Yeah.
Moral Jesus.
Yep.
How,
They're doing it
dude?
for some other reason. He already explained it when he's like, yeah, Deku wants to be the number one hero, but it's selfish motivations as opposed to Tanjiro, who is not selfish. Nux just needs to invent stuff in his head in order to make stuff good. Fairy Tail is the whole.
Don't type commands yet. There's nothing active yet. It's just in the ready. Eventually, I'm gonna have some type of coins for redeems and stuff. But until then, there is nothing. Don't look at the commands. Sorry about that.
Also, the Sharingan thing as well. Well, I listened to that again. I'm like, this man is a lunatic. Take down this video. It's not doing you any favors.
Word vomit emote needed. Oh, yeah, we're probably going to commission a tap emote soon. Word vomit would be good.
Oh, the fake moral Jesus. Apparently.
What is a fake moral Jesus?
There's so many layers. What's a moral Jesus? How is Tanjiro a real world Jesus? What's a fake world Jesus?
And how
why
is
is that
Deku
person
a
fake world Jesus? Nux, you got 10 minutes to explain all of these things.
That gets us to fall in love with most of Demon Slayer. I feel like the actual narrative, as well as the characters' individual psychologies, are not all that intense. They're not super deep and they're not crazy twisted. One of the reasons why I like Seven Deadly Sins is because every character's psychology is crazily twisted. But I've mentioned on my video that was talking about Demon Slayer right when it came out. In fact, I think it was like the only YouTuber that actually made a video on Demon Slayer right when it came out, aside from like the people that review every video. So I'm kind of proud of myself, patting myself on
Pause.
the back.
Yay, me.
I made
please,
a video on a thing.
before other people
Except
make
for the
video.
people who literally did it, and I'm going to say that they did it. Why would you say that, Nux? I think I'm the only person that did it, except for the people that always do it. You're not the only person that did it.
So, yay me. Because I hopped on Demon Slayer before y'all. I was on the train before anybody else. Why did that give you internet cookies, Nux?
Why are you proud of just making a video on a thing?
Are you seeing me out here like, oh my God, I'm so happy that people are into My Dress Up Darling? I was reading it last year, so I'm happy y'all are finally catching up to your boy.
Why is he sucking his own penis about just a video that he did he research people making videos around the time as well in order to be like, yo, I'm the one. Me.
That vid was on the list.
Yes, it is.
But it was between that one and this one to stream. And we picked this one.
Because it was longer. That video is pretty short. That one, we saw that one came out before it. It was pretty short. And we were just like, we didn't stream the week before. So let's just make it a longer stream. We expected to get it all done. We didn't. And now here we are. Whoops.
We could have got it done last week too. That's the worst part.
Yeah, we really could have.
To be fair, he did correct himself in the video. But why didn't he just cut that part out of the video? I don't think he corrected himself. I think he explained that he was the first. He more so excused himself. He was just like, I was the first outside of the people that always just review everything the second it comes out. So outside of those peoples whose niche it is to just go, here's the new anime, here's me talking about it, I was the first.
Which is not even anything to be proud of.
Terrible.
Just doing something.
There's no commands yet. Don't ping nothing. Don't do nothing yet. There's no commands. I mean, they're probably active, but they probably don't do
They probably don't. I don't know.
I'm doing a lot of things, y'all. I'm so tired.
That I called it and that I was right.
Oh, dude.
My goodness.
Oh, dude.
So I'm kind of proud of myself, patting myself on the back that I called it and that I was right. That video's focus was how simplicity is the hardest thing to master, and Demon Slayer goddamn mastered it.
Oh my goodness.
It's so simple.
And that's what makes it
But
good.
then all y'all talk about is generic and run of the mill.
Yeah.
And even with you, every moral Jesus protag, they're simple characters. But then you guys want to talk about three-dimensional characters and stories, but this is simple, and that's why I don't stop typing commands.
Is it simplicity or is it the complexity?
I don't know what it does. His ego is immeasurable.
Yeah, he's the one. He's up there on top of the mountain.
The anime saved Demon Slayer. When the anime aired, the manga sold more units than all the previous years put together and multiplied by 5. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The manga made it explode. I mean, the anime made it explode. Before the anime, it was doing roughly what a mid to upper mid shonen was selling.
Yeah, we saw the numbers, and then we saw the big spike. It's the anime. Otherwise, it'd just been a middling whatever at manga and just moved on. I don't know what Fire Force is doing, but I can't imagine that it's doing gangbusters.
Everything about Demon Slayer, despite being straightforward, is done beautifully and honed to a peak.
Everything that it does is done beautifully and honed to a peak.
It's just beautiful. There's a difference.
Everything that it does, including the combat, where it's just essentially sword swinging.
Oh yeah, Fire. I'm glad you know now. In Fire Force, big trash.
Never forget.
I never even heard of the manga before the anime. And when I read the manga, it was rubbish. Oh, dude, the manga is real bad. And that's why I'm always like with these people, just like, it's so wonderful. It's such a masterpiece. I'm like, have y'all read the manga or are y'all watching the anime and going, it's so streamlined, it's so efficient. Please read the manga. Do you care about the story? If you just care about the animation, that's 100% fine. If you just care about Zenitsu actually hearing him screaming, that's absolutely fine. Don't talk about the story if you're not actually going to engage in the story and read the manga.
Yeah. Because that's what it should be there for. We both are examples of people going, oh, there's no more One Piece left? Well, got time to go to the manga because I need to see what happens. Y'all don't care about what really happened.
And I know the day it happened for me. I mean, the episode it happened.
Same here.
So, like...
But these people are just like, don't really care about the story. Just want the hype, the pretty, and they're willing to wait for it and just go, I'll rock back up when I rock back up with it.
When the Demon Slayer anime first came out, I mistook it for Goblin Slayer. Absolutely same. There were two Slayers, and I was just like... What's the difference between... Is it the same mangaka?
Can't wait for Fire Force to hit the terrible part and see people try to defend that. Is it even coming out?
Yeah, there's
next season announced.
I think it was announced recently.
Alrighty then.
I heard the mangaka gives the middle to haters. I hope they do. They got you money.
Yeah, I think it was the person who's saying the opening got like 30 million USD in residuals. So you doing good. You think I would care if I made a middling series and got buku bucks from it and people just two dumb bums on the internet talking trash about you? I can't even understand what they said. Why should I care?
There's too much money between me and them.
Shounen protagonist is supposed to be a moral Jesus, but Tanjiro
sorry, what?
is done beautifully and honed to a peak. Every shonen protagonist is supposed to be a moral Jesus.
This is bullshit. Light is not a moral Jesus. Dr. Stone is not a moral Jesus. Senku.
Nux.
There is so much shonen out there.
It's for you to just put them all in a bubble of, oh, they're just all supposed to do it.
You know One Piece. You know that's not Luffy. He hits women. He hits kids. He doesn't care. He says, I hate you to people casually. He slapped the out of VV.
No problem.
No problem. You do it. People gon' die. He said this. People are going to die. You can't save everybody. Moral Jesus, get this out of here. Yeah, I like Goblin Slayer. It's just the story just became too cyclical for me, so I was just like,
Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, not a moral Jesus. Jolene, her lawyer slighted her in particular, and she was just like, well, just time to die. I'll just murder you.
Saitama isn't even a moral Jesus from One Punch Man. That's happening now. Do I need to bring up my big list of I'm reading?
No, everyone needs to be a moral Jesus.
Every character, they have to be.
Every single one of them. Yusuke literally going, well, that demon stuff, that ain't my problem.
Oh, wow, that's a demon? It's crawling out of someone's mouth? Well.
Oh, well. Good luck with that.
Flipping Keiko's skirting. This moral Jesus.
But Tanjiro actually nails it in such an uncorny way.
Okay, so now we're talking about corniness. Now this is a whole new argument being built.
What is it about Deku that's corny, but Tanjiro isn't? Just tell me the difference.
Or is it the corniness that makes it good for
No, he said it's not in a corny way. So it's the corniness, the lack of corniness that makes it good for Tanjiro.
But He's the corniest dude on the block.
Ibu, the nicest guy ever, even slapped that guy one time.
The universe.
And then he was like, please arrest me.
But this dude is literally comforting demons as they die.
Holding their hands like, you killed my fellow pupils, but you seem sad, so here's a handhold for you so you can die with peace.
That's mad corny.
Blessed rain after a drought. I'm gonna kill you so mercifully.
The fact that this is even a technique.
Demon Slayer, uncorny. Pick one. The Mugen arc where a demon gets killed by his kindness. I forgot all about that kid in the demon in the Mugen train where he's just, and you're so kind, and I am lifted, I am ascended now.
Dude.
You mean that's not corny?
This is the
Are you serious?
garbage in the universe. Don't hand me this, Nux.
And again, I am a man that loves Superman.
Yep.
My Demon Slayer avatar
problem.
is based on Superman colors.
Corniness is fine.
Corniness means zero to me. But you can't sit there and tell me Demon Slayer and Tanjiro is not corny.
And then just introduce this argument out the blue.
Out the blue.
Hey, we are talking about episode 19. We never stop talking about episode 19. This is all about episode 19.
Oh, dude, I honestly thought about having the notifications as a tip jar of, hey, have you seen episode 19? And then under it just scrolling text of like latest subscriber.
Uncorny way. Zenitsu and Inosuke are such simple characters by their own right. I understand that they had different backstories that wound them up to become who they are and different life experiences, trials and tribulations and shiz. I get it. I've seen Shounen before. That's literally what's going on with everyone. But they don't have super deep trauma that's carrying them through their lives, that they're...
Read the manga! Oh my god, read the manga! Wait! Wasn't the dude yesterday just talking about Inosuke's secret longing for family?
Yes, he was.
Because of his abandonment by his mother?
Yes, he was.
And then in the manga, you discover what happened?
Yes.
And he resolves that issue?
Yes.
Oh!
Ain't nothing to talk about in Demon Slayer. Ain't nothing.
Read the manga and then make these assertions, then make these claims. I can't wait for this series to be over, anime-wise.
Oh, yeah.
So I
So
can
it can
hear,
just be forgotten.
not even forgotten. I want everybody to say those same types of things.
At the end.
8 years from now.
Go back and watch this video like, oh man, we did not have all the information.
Somehow simple was the only word I heard in that sentence.
Oh, yeah, it's just a melange of words.
hiding and suppressing, that's making them different people with many different layers. It's the simplicity in their characters. How Zenitsu is a coward and how Inosuke is rash. They have the very simple quirks.
You just described like 80% of shonen side characters.
Kuwabara doesn't have a tragic backstory. He's just a dude.
Living with his sister that loves him, but it's very harsh to him.
Yusuke got kind of a bad home life.
With a drunkard mother.
Come on now, dude. It's simplicity. But it's not corny. But the simplicity is done masterfully.
Again, I would like to explain how it's not corny. That's all.
He's not. He's not going to.
That make up who they are, but it's at its purest form. There's no contradictions in these characters.
What is he talking? He is ping-ponging from point to point without fleshing anything out, which is making him up wholesale. There's no contradictions. No, immortal Jesus. But yeah, arguments. He's not sticking on one train of thought. He just introduced corny, and then it's just dropped. We're not going to explore and explain it, nothing. We're not going to say how other people are corny, and this isn't corny. Now it's just like, oh, these characters aren't contradicting themselves.
There's no major hidden secrets in the left nipple of Inosuke. There's none of that stuff. And while
okay. Sun breathing?
But
The original technique?
In
In Inosuke, no, but what about in Tanjiro?
We're not talking about Tanjiro. We're talking about Inosuke and Zenitsu. The simplicity of their characters. Stop hitting my bed. The simplicity of their characters.
But he also praised the simplicity of Tanjiro's character, so I can't say that we are taking that out of the equation when we're talking about, oh, they're not some super secret, dark, what?
Yeah, but there's no contradiction there, is there?
Oh, this
I have a 13th secret form. I forgot about the 11th form.
generally what I'm looking for in an anime, I get so hyped by that style character. Seeing a complete opposite, but honing it to such a degree is beautiful by its own
You
right.
already said that without explaining the you mean.
If someone could explain to me why it's so great, so good, that would be great.
I would
read
love
the
for
manga,
that.
and the ending was god awful.
Nux sure isn't doing it. Because all I got is it's not corny and there's no contradiction within the characters. Thanks.
What about Inosuke's sudden ability to shift his organs in the second season? That's kind of out of the blue. Yeah, but did it contradict his character of being a wild man?
Hey, we're talking about episode 19, all right?
Speaking of honing the simple things to the max, can I talk about the animation and the music? God!
Oh. Oh.
You really think the animation is simple? And the music is of the era?
Dude, it's a month of just pretty. Gonna be a shriveled mummy by the end of this, because this is the thing that I number one don't care about the most. And he's just going, can we talk about the prettiness? Can we talk about the contradiction? Can we talk about the corniness? Can we talk about the simplicity?
There is.
Can we talk about a single thing that's fleshed out enough so I know what you mean when you say that you're praising it?
Didn't I just explain everything you questioned?
It's a shotgun of points.
That's always been the Nux style.
Just like,
again,
boom.
Nux doesn't give you time to dissect what he's saying because he's already on to the next thing.
On to the next thing.
It's like, is he really right? And then there's no contradictions. Oh, the contradictions, are there any? And then the simplicity of the.
It's just so odd that happens, and he speaks just so fast and with such a definitive tone that you don't think about it. You just go, yeah, they are simple and that's good. Yeah, he isn't corny and that's good. Yeah, no contradictions, I guess, and that's good. Oh yeah, the music is good. Is that what your mindset is supposed to be while you're watching this video? Yep, sure is good. Yep, I agree.
Oh, finally he's talking about the animation and the music. I'm glad somebody's talking about it.
God damn! This thing blows every other shonen anime out of the water! I still think JoJo's is the best shonen adaptation of all time, but that's because of the spunk that's present in every moment. As far as the basics, the breathtaking animation, the beautiful choreography, the unbelievable sound design, and the breathtaking music in every episode.
Breathtaking twice in the same sentence!
But that's because of the spunk that's present in every moment. As far as the basics, the breathtaking animation...
He has no adjectives. He can't even make... This is why he doesn't... This is why I'm going... He don't have a script. Because you as a human would go, I just used breathtaking not 7 words ago.
Did we not just do compelling, man? I
mean, my goodness.
Literally yesterday.
And Captain Compelling over there.
Did we not just do that?
Okay, but the argument could also be made for him. But this dude,
Did we not hear in Oceanus go fate and resolve? There's a number counter on our channel for it.
but my dude, surely there is a world of descriptors for how to talk about something.
And I don't need them.
You can't just,
Breathtaking. Compelling.
but
Nuance.
if you aren't going to explain what you mean, just like, hey, breathtaking animation, just don't use the same word
Music
twice.
examples. The animation example, the music
Even if-
example.
like I
it's
said,
all so breathtaking.
if you
why not
don't-
encompass it all in? I'm sorry to cut you off. Why not just encompass it all? It's also breathtaking. The music, the
Yes,
animation is
and the
all so
animation.
breathtaking. It present it all taken all together. It presents a breathtaking package of an anime.
Yeah, that would be much better. But he just goes, this is breathtaking. This is excellent. This is great. This is also breathtaking.
Dragon of the Darkness Flame was fire.
Absolutely. It was breathtaking, I would say.
Beautiful choreography, the unbelievable sound design, and the breathtaking music in every episode, Kimetsu no Yaiba blows everything out of the water. I thought My Hero Academia had the best shonen adaptation, but oh boy!
So
You just
it's
said
pretty
that- he
JoJo's.
just said JoJo's.
You did say JoJo.
Nux.
Okay, so
Maybe he meant current. No, he can't mean current because JoJo was running.
so
He
basically,
contradicted himself a sentence and a half later. Where's his consistency? Why is he immune to consistency? This isn't fair. You don't praise consistency and then not do it. Dude.
is a shonen's adaptation only good if it's prettyful? Because to Nux, it's just what it sounds like. My Hero's prettyful. JoJo's is prettyful.
Not that it's a faithful adaptation. Not that it's
No, he doesn't read the manga.
captures
So how would he
the
know?
style or anything. No, it just has to be it's just pretty.
I think Beastars is a dog adaptation. Not because of the animation, but because of the things they remove and change.
But music is heard with your ears, not with your lungs.
It takes the breath from your ears.
Genuine question: how can you describe how breathtaking an anime adaptation is? By just saying that it's breathtaking.
From all the breathtaking, I thought Keanu Reeves joined the screen.
Did we break them? We were broken. This channel been for 2 years? 2 years ago.
Day one broken.
This ship broken. It's like, oh, we didn't install the patch. Whoops.
Stand a chance. This is a whole nother league. Again, in essence, that is just honing the basics to the nth degree, and that's exactly what this series
Pause.
is.
It's breathtaking, it's pretty, it's great, and it's honing it to its nth degree. He described nothing. Simply edit something and go, look at this. Now look at this hype moment. This is the big moment for this episode. And then go, look, people are talking about this big moment for My Hero. Look at how the two compare. And then compare and contrast. Talk about the frame. Talk about the color. Talk about the contrast. Talk about anything other than just breathtaking. And it's honing its crap to the...
They threw a lot of money at this, and people are more than likely working themselves to the bone. And they look at the prettyfulness. I'm sorry, that's not enough for a good adaptation. Especially when the story is this basic and this bad.
I know we talked about the manga not caring in the beginning, but do you think that they care that the praise just comes into pretty?
A lot of it is from the pretty.
Yeah.
No, because people are buying their manga. They're not, I mean, I'm sure they're buying the DVDs and all that,
Yeah.
but the manga is getting sold. So why would they care?
But I would be looking online if it was just like, if somebody came in here every day was just like praising us, like, yeah, y'all got good voices. I'm like, well, thanks, but
The
our
arguments-
points are, I'd say our points are pretty good. That's
And
what
I also wouldn't believe them.
yeah, kind of trash. But I wanted to say something that's believable enough. It's like, hey, you guys are funny. I think we're funny. I don't know what else to say. So let's just say y'all got good voices, which is Someone could say it's true.
No.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not fishing for compliments, but it's like I would be like, hey, I'd say a pretty good story. Y'all want to talk about that, or y'all want to just talk about episode 19? Y'all just want to talk about Sound Man versus Demon Dude. Oh, that's all this is? That's all the tweets are? Your points are in. No, it's a...
They would use this.
Oh, absolutely.
Honestly, they would use this.
Look like a pretty good outfit. You have okay voices, thank you. That's about what I expect.
That's the high.
And that's exactly
You're
Y'all got a channel. That's all I can say. That's exactly what it is. We exist. No praising. Nothing exceptional.
to the nth degree, and that's exactly what this series is. This series hones literally every bit of it to its absolute purest form, and that is what makes Demon Slayer beautiful. So as far as overpowering an overpowered opponent, and I realized
Pause.
I had...
Oh my goodness. Can we talk about the animation and music? They're good. Moving on.
It's so polished.
This stream of consciousness bull crap. This 2-day workmanship bull crap. Nothing about the music. Nothing. Hey, listen to Inosuke's theme. It's a little bit harder. And then listen to like Zenitsu's music. It's soft, but then it switches. Like he switches into his sleep mode. It's a silent moment. And it's something. Why is something so hard for people?
Because it's easier to do nothing and you receive the same amount of praise.
With the same amount of what you get back, it's easier to just do nothing. You're not... I'm sure Muff is blowing them in the comments. Not, you know what? No, they're not going to be blowing them in the comments. They're going to be doing the same thing of just Demon Slayer is so good. It is so pretty. I relate to Tanjiro. And then 15 comments later, we're going to see one person talking about good points, Nux. And that's what their comment is going to be.
Or
no
it's going to be some comedy bit he did that has almost nothing to do with Demon Slayer.
To explain my entire feelings over the majority of this show on a basic level to express why this fight is so great. But this bond between Tanjiro and Nezuko, the fact that Nezuko needed to help Tanjiro defeat him, the fact that Tanjiro had a flashback of his father, who he carried on in his heart this entire time, and it's because of that very dance that was present in his very family, that he's fighting for every moment, that enabled him to unlock a new skill, that enabled him to control his breathing and start using some sort of fire power that we do not completely understand yet. But at the same time, as he's carrying his familial bonds, Nezuko is as well. As
I do. This is unbelievable bummery. This man legitimately just went, he kept his father in his heart this whole time. Never mentioned.
Never.
Barely talked about. Are you saying, Nux?
But now at the moment of death, he's just like, oh, he was dancing. Hey, I can do that too. And that familial bond is what he's fighting for. That's what caused him to get out of the web and save his...
But you see, Blaze, it's intriguing. So that's why it's good. We don't understand it. It came out of nowhere to lock some fire ability, I guess. But... we might learn about it in the future, and that's intriguing.
See, the moment doesn't matter. He's not questioning it. He's not questioning how he performed it to perfection. He's not questioning the fact that he did it. We'll learn about it later, but it was so breathtaking because the familial bonds and blah, blah. This is a snapshot of what Muff was doing back then at the time. Doesn't matter. But it's pretty. Just like the Ghost Kids.
mentioned in the very beginning, a bond is forged two ways. It can start with one person, 100%, but unless the other person puts theirs in, that bond will break. So Nezuko, the person who is being cared for by Tanjiro the entire time, she also gets a moment where her deceased mother appears to her and with tears in her eyes begs her to please wake up and do something to save Tanjiro. And that is when Nezuko unlocks a different move of her own, a demon blood art that all demons that are on a high enough level can use, and she does use it. And in the most beautiful...
And you're just fine with that, Nux. You're not questioning anything about this. It's all just things that are happening, and we're just moving along. Everything is fine. We know what happened, Nux. We're not questioning it. We're not analyzing it. We're just going, mother appeared, blood art. Demons
Blood
can
art
do
that
it.
just so happened to help. She could have had something, I don't know, she can grow and shrink, even though she could do that already. It's just at a bigger level. Cut herself up, not break the threads. But no, she did something that could break the threads.
No, but Luffy and Croc, that's the conveniences. That's what it.
We're not talking about that, dude. We're not talking about that.
No, but Demon Slayer though.
We're not comparing it nor talking about anyone else.
I'm not comparing or talking about anything. I don't know what you're talking about. That's done. That's buried. You believe what you believe, and I'll believe what I believe.
It's not done.
Demons that are on a high enough level can use, and she does use it. And in the most beautiful punch, in the ultimate combination of insane character development on Nezuko's part.
Character development? What was developed? Did she care about Tanjiro?
What was developed?
Dude!
Her mother appeared and said, "Wake up, please do something," and she woke up and did something. How is that a development?
Literally, what character development? What changed from before this moment to after this moment, Nux? You can't just use character development.
We have Jesus, almost 7 minutes left. There's gotta be some stuff after. It's just like, what more can he talk about?
He could talk about episode 19 for 7 minutes. We already knew she cared about Tanjiro. Exactly. There was no development. It was just a development of powers. And that's not character development, Nux. You can't just use words you don't understand. That's not how words work. You can't just put words anywhere and just go, this is my point. And you know what I mean.
I understand the basic thematic narrative of your sentence, but the thematic opposite would be that I could.
On Tanjiro's part, holding every bit and every theme that's present within this.
No! We're not doing this, Nux! Not after all this time! When will you learn? When will you get better? When will it stop just being these same things?
He doesn't do this anymore.
All the themes?
He does
what do you mean all the themes?
He does all that Mr. B stuff now. He's good.
All the themes? No! I'm not listening to some bastard talk about he harnessed all the themes! The monk did a big slash! What themes did he harness?
His family. All the work he's put in, he got all the forms at once, and then his family allow him to unlock.
No! He harnessed all the themes! That's not a sentence!
It's a sentence he
You don't play something by going to mother harnessed all the themes!
A character harnesses all the themes.
This is big and theme Kamehameha that Tanjiro's apparently shooting. No, Nux! You don't just put theme in a sentence and that's your point! I'm so sick of this! This is a problem! No more of this! Dude, no! I'm not! After all this time! It shouldn't be affecting me so much! But it still does. Things hurt.
Sometimes.
I'm so sick of this.
What are you looking at me for? I ain't got the answers.
Somebody needs to call him out for this.
I mean, we
You
are.
can't say a
we're
mother
living. We're
harnessed
free
all
hand.
the themes. Look, cut a bastard's head off.
Gavin went to his fan, gave him empirical evidence, and then went, "That's not what Nux meant." Who's calling him out? And even if you do, who's listening? These fans don't care, dude.
Yo, I'm headed to the theme store. Y'all need anything?
This reminds me, Grand Line Review talked about episode 19 in the video too. He mentions family a lot. What else can you say besides animation? They unlock the power of their family in their heart. And completely ignored you, Gavin. That was one of the best interactions, dude. Legitimately, just straight up. Everything I said from this point is from he didn't mean that.
It's the Frieza meme. It was just like, I'm choosing not to see that.
Dude, there is nothing better. I like that he pauses after and just the mouse scrolls through all the rest of the video. And it's like an hour.
Boy, when Mub's just like, nah, but what he meant, you done already lost.
There's nothing left.
Part, on Tanjiro's part, holding every bit and every theme that's present within the two of them and the bond that they share. Fighting an opponent whose very existence is an antithesis to this bond, corny as it may seem.
You just said it was uncorny! Nux, you just said it was uncorny! This guy, dude!
Oh, the only sentence that matters is the sentence that he's saying right now.
Oh my, dude! This is unbelievable!
It's crazy.
He literally just said. Now, to be fair to him, he said it seems corny, but I want him to explain how it's not because it's literally corny, Nux. The ghosts of her parents awakened her demon powers, which just so happened to help Tanjiro after he remembered his father dancing in his heart. And their bond of familial ties defeated the man who spits on actual familial ties. What's not corny?
It is exceptionally corny.
Oh, dude.
Antithesis to this bond, corny as it may seem, who put them through so much suffering.
He didn't explain why it's not corny.
No.
He did not explain why it's not
Are you
corny.
expecting him to?
Yes!
Oh, whoops.
Because I wouldn't have expected it if he hadn't literally pointed out that it's uncorny. But
He
after
brought
that,
up a point. Oh, he's like, oh, whatever.
what are we...
The only sentence that matters
This
is the
is
sentence
not-
that he's saying right at this second. Everything else can be disregarded. Because it's just going to be contradicted. He's done did it twice.
He done did it and he keep done doing it.
Angst and pain until this point. One moment of breathtaking animation, unfathomable ethereal music, and every ounce of passion from both Tanjiro and Nezuko. Are they able to defeat one of the 12 in this?
They lost because he stood up right afterwards. It took Giyu to beat him. You dumb. They didn't win.
What does that mean?
Literally didn't win.
What
Wait, this was right after episode 19 that he did this video, right? Mm-hmm. So you didn't have the context of episode 20 where they lost.
What does it mean for the familial themes that they lost, that they could not defeat him? Does it mean that their themes weren't enough? Does it mean that his theme, the familial themes of Screw the Family won outright? What does it mean, Nux? No, it's just the themes. They're there. You would rather watch that Brown Table show over episode 19? Oh, I think you need to watch that episode again.
I heard not good things.
Oh. It's really bad.
No. I mean, I
expected
understand it's going to be jank animation, but surely the story...
You don't know how jank it is.
Surely the story...
Yeah, okay.
Surely the characters... I've already heard the voice acting. You should have went on Fiverr, dude.
I went in going, it's gonna be a modest attempt. It's gonna be a 4 or 5 out of 10. It's gonna be boring.
Which you giving you
most.
some leeway because it's a fan animation type thing.
And I'm like, it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be the biggest thing, and it was the opposite.
Oh, they're talking about it. Oh no!
Even if you're anime only, at least wait until the season is over. No, it's already a masterpiece.
Yeah. I actually really like Demon Slayer. There's a lot to like about Demon Slayer. I have no issue with people loving Demon Slayer. I have an issue with them saying why it's good if they can't explain why it's good. Just saying animation is not good. Mm-hmm. Just saying the theme of his character is not good. Oh, Turk. So a while back we did a video on Brown Table. I forgot what the video we did was.
It was
Zack Snyder.
Yes.
Yep. Zack Snyder. It was Zack Snyder. And so Zack Snyder, he was like, I got a new appreciation for him because he got to create his thing, his vision. And so, it taught me a lot as I'm working on my own thing. And his own thing with this series called Interstellar Rangers Commence. And we watched the trailer. And it was not good. So then the first episode came out this week. And they watched it on B-List Exists. And they visited it. And there was much yelling while I was at work.
Oh, it was.
There was much yelling, y'all.
Crazy.
Oh, dude. It was much yelling.
Ultimate moment that not only progressed the narrative further, so it's actually meaningful as opposed to fighting some one-off demon that, well, didn't really make a difference in the long run. This attack that comes from nothing but passion, cleaving the head off this adversary that threatened his core principles with sheer power, also comes in complete contrast to how he defeated the previous demon he faced. When he fought Spider Mother Lady, he defeated her in the most serene way imaginable, showing his utmost control and how much he cares about every living thing, human or demon, dispatching her in the most respectful way imaginable, as opposed to here, which is raw passion coming exactly from what he was built up to be. This is a peak moment for a shonen protagonist. So, to answer the question briefly, how to overpower an overpowered protagonist? Well, on a power scaling standpoint, it's difficult. In this case, it's very much answered up by Tanjiro using this fire attack for the first time, which gives him beginner's Raku, making the first time he uses any attack dynamically more powerful than future times, but in accurate scaling turns. You got the combination of Spider Dude not taking him seriously enough, as well as Nezuko popping in with the surprise explosives, and Tanjiro pushing himself far past his limits in this strike in order to...
I paused for you, sir.
I know. I just couldn't take anymore.
Did you just need some time?
Yeah.
I understand.
That's all.
I don't know what he's saying.
Stuff happened and it was...
And it's not that I don't understand the words. It's just that they're not being absorbed into my brain. Like, I understand that he is speaking English. Mm-hmm. But if you were to ask me a single sentence he said, I couldn't regurgitate one for you.
It's just washing over me, so I just needed
dude, it's literally flying from my mind, and I just thought of the Nezuko hanging upside down and the blood point, and I'm like, what did he literally say right there? And it's gone. It's literally gone, y'all.
Do people know what the word limits mean? Yeah, Tanjiro surpassed his limits. I remember him saying that. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. The moment was so pretty.
defeat this opponent. But the reason why this fight is great, and this is an answer to every how to overpower an overpowered opponent, it cannot purely come from power. If it comes from power to some extent, it undermines the opponent he's facing. If he overpowers the overpowered opponent with sheer might, well then, that opponent is not per se overpowered. I say this from a protagonist standpoint, because as I've mentioned, Escanor overpowers Esterosa in the most savage, beautiful way possible. But the other two fights I've mentioned, Luffy versus Katakuri as well as Naruto versus Pain, neither were won from a pure power standpoint. Both Pain and Katakuri were stronger than Naruto and Luffy during those individual fights. Naruto fought Pain after he annihilated the entire Leaf Village and every shinobi there except for Guy, expending vast amounts of chakra. Aside from that, he entered the fight with a surprise attack, defeating one of the Pain bodies. Also, he had an insane amount of intel on the Pain bodies before entering the fight. Also, Pain actually beat him, and then Hinata fought Pain for a couple of seconds, which pushed Naruto over the brink to go crazy nine-tailed fox mode. On a pure one-on-one, Pain was stronger than Naruto. Naruto overpowered him because it was all the passion of the entire Leaf Village, and he even got flashbacks of his dead father coming to him saying, "I believe in you, kiddo," as well as so much more that made this fight great. And to top it all off, he won with the Talk No Jutsu, which is made fun of, yes, but the point is, this is the legacy of Jiraiya that passed on to Naruto.
Why is this just a Naruto video now? Is this the snippets of a Naruto video that he was gonna make it in? It's like, I guess just put it in this. Beef up the number. Okay, oh.
Why even do this? And instead of spending more time on your Demon Slayer portion of the script.
This is coming out of nowhere. I don't want to hear about Naruto.
And then he's gonna jump to One Piece. And we gotta listen to him talk about Katakuri.
This Naruto part feels like padding. It really does.
Between the two students and the two philosophies that opposed each other there, and that's what made Naruto versus Pain great. In my analysis on Luffy versus Katakuri, I pointed out how it's not purely a power scalable fight either. Katakuri was far stronger than Luffy. However, Luffy, who had actual familial bonds, stood up every time Katakuri knocked him down.
He's saying that's a theme fight.
And he's saying that Naruto was because he remembered his dad in the village.
Why do people think like this? What?
He didn't stand up for his familial bonds, dude. He would have lost if Katakuri ain't stabbed himself. Like, that's not the way this fight is ending.
Again and again and again. Whereas the first time Katakuri was knocked down, he was down for the count.
Singing Kamehameha, no!
It's absolutely what happens, dude.
Absolutely.
Because he had nothing that brought him back to his feet. Katakuri was undeniably more powerful than Luffy was, and anyone who saw the fight would agree to this. But the fight meant so much more because Luffy overpowered this overpowered opponent, not through raw power, but
Katakuri wasn't overpowered. He was stronger.
Yeah.
There's a complete difference.
What do you consider to be an overpowered? Are you considering it overpowered compared to our main protagonist or the world or what exactly?
Is Katakuri legitimately top 10 strongest person in the world? I'd probably say no.
What he means by overpowered.
through
Madara is overpowered.
Absolutely. Friends, family.
Oh, it's coming off with the...
everything else that made this fight as incredible as it was. Hanjiro versus this 12 dude is beautiful for that reason as well. It's not purely from the power scaling perspective. It's every theme of the show that collided into a beautiful moment right here. That's why I needed to do a little synopsis of why I find this show so beautiful before expressing why this scene is so great. The reason why Mob Psycho and
theme of this show. Every theme of this show right here and now.
What are the themes of the show?
He did not. He probably explained it in the first one. Oh, God, help us if we watch that. I'm not going to be themed that for 10 minutes.
I'm not watching
No.
that. You can't defeat me, you a buck. I have my theme.
Punch Man are two stories about how to overpower an overpowered opponent is because it's not the power that actually matters. It's the feelings behind the different characters, and it's the psychology behind Mob and Saitama that push it forward. Being that this fight was not won because, oh, Tanjiro leveled up and is now stronger than his opponent, that is exactly how to overpower an overpowered opponent. That is why Tanjiro, despite all the generic implants you could think of to put into this bastard, he is a master of this, because simplicity is the hardest thing to master, and Demon Slayer mastered simplicity. And it's because of the simple natures and simple attributes of the different characters that Demon Slayer, along with perfecting its animation and music, has so much heart. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Leave a like if you did. Again, 50,000 likes and the next OP analysis comes out within a week. And subscribe if you're interested in future anime, analysis, or satire content. Also, if you really want me to make more Demon Slayer content, I am more than eager to make videos on Boreface as well as Lightning Pussy, who, as I've mentioned, I relate to on a spiritual level. I guess that's what it takes to get an anime to trend in the US on Twitter. This isn't some anime fan site. This is insanity. I don't know. I'm just so hyped. This past episode of Kimetsu no Yaiba was amazing. It made me feel alive. God damn it. It's been too long since an anime did this to me. Well, since Mob Psycho Season 2. But that's irrelevant. This was amazing. Link in the description.
Don't
to
say
my
that
Twitter. Feel free to
it's
follow
been
me there.
so
To my
long.
Patreon,
It is just
feel
go,
free
well,
to
this
message me
happened
there.
before,
I have a
so
little join
whatever.
button now on my channel, which is very cool. Feel free to join and become a member to get special emojis and shiz. And also link in the description to my Twitch. I would like to start streaming. Feel free to follow me on Twitch for epic streams where I say I'm not exactly sure what yet. Still working out the kinks and the strategy, but I would love to do it because I'd like to spend more time with y'all. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this video in the comments below, because I'm that guy that usually likes the completely psychotic anime characters and likes to delve into the psychologies of the absolute
We did it. We
nutcases and
finished the
psychos.
video.
And here I am praising an anime for its
Demon
simplicity.
Slayer
It's a little
saved
different
my
than the norm,
marriage.
but hey, simplicity is underrated. So have yourselves the most wonderful evening, and in the most simple way possible, remember to stay weird, fam.
1 comment, 2 comments, 3 comments, 4 comments, 5 comments, 6 comments, 7 comments. None of them are mentioning the video so far. It's all about just the Demon Slayer stuff. 8 comments. The only thing about Demon Slayer, the only thing that Demon Slayer nails is making Tanjiro a moral genius while not being annoying. Not about the video itself. Not about the video. Not about the video. Nobody's talking about the video. Fantastic. Oh wait, dude.
No, what? What?
I said it would be like 15.
Yep.
And then you said what?
I don't remember.
Somebody would make a joke that was in video.
Yeah, that's literally what just happened.
Yeah.
It was the 15th comment, and it was a joke about lightning pussy.
It was around the 10th or the 11th.
I don't care.
We're moving on to Moist Critical or whatever his name is. Oh yeah, make no mistake, that was Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, sorry, we didn't even rate it. Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no. Easy. No problems here. don't get it twisted. We said before, Nux gotta fight his way out of Hall of Fame because he's Nux.
And he did not.
Oh no,
do so.
He didn't succeed this time. We'll get him next time, you guys. No, we won't, Nux.
Initiating moisture.
Pause real quick.
Description?
You gotta get the description real
Description, boys.
quick. That is just...
Tired boys.
This dude is just... Oh my goodness. Demon Slayer starring whatever. The Moist Meter is experiment, whatever. It's nothing.
Nothing.
Welcome to the Moist Meter. Today we're looking at an anime that absolutely fucking slaps. It's called Demon Slayer.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, it
Charlie,
slaps.
what are you doing?
It slaps.
Don't do this, Charlie.
But One Piece is boring, according to him. It slaps, though. Hooray for Demon Slayer. It slaps. That's what the kids say, right? Slaps.
Sure. It's so funny how much of black vernacular is just now like meme vernacular. all of our dances and bruh, it's awful.
Even people who aren't fans of anime will find things to like about Demon Slayer.
Oh, dude, what are we doing? Anybody can find anything to like in anything.
Yes. That's not a point of praise.
I think Cats is one of the worst things I've ever seen. There are things I like about it. I Frankenstein is a horrible movie. I love it with all my heart. We quoted priest lines at each other for a year.
We don't like mecha shows, but the first season of Genlock had stuff that we liked. That is literally a genre that we don't like.
Can't say the same for a second.
This is not praising things. That's not how you do it. They'll find something to like. Okay, what of it?
I hate sports, but there's a sports anime that I really like. Absolutely.
And I've probably heard of it because episode 19 was such a huge trend.
The third sentence.
All right, look. This is a tappable video.
It's like 7 minutes.
I don't care. It's a tappable video. We will tap out of this if we feel like it, y'all.
It's 7 minutes.
I am fine with the Beastars anime, but I don't like it in the context of the manga.
Have you seen it?
If I had just watched the anime of Beastars, I think I would have liked it way better. But after the manga, it was just like, oh, there's too much changed here. They removed so much of like tension and stuff. I'm not a fan of it.
This is did y'all watch? Did you episode 19, y'all?
This is a tappable video, y'all. I'm telling you right now.
I'm not doing this episode 19 in the third sentence out of his mouth before he says the name of a character. He goes, pretty.
Where were you when episode 19 came out?
On the internet for a little while because of how beautiful the whole episode was. The entire show.
The whole episode is not beautiful. The beauty was like 40 seconds and then like another 2 minutes. That's what gets clipped. Not Tandra walking up to Rui. Not him falling over Rui's strings. That's not what's beautiful.
No. It's that one little moment.
The person that made the manga was actually the daughter of the person that made Baki, best fighting series of all time. I don't doubt it. I didn't know her daughter.
That's interesting.
No, I think I did hear that anecdote one time.
Is that good? This season was made by a very talented studio called UFO Table, and even from
Is his gimmick just this dry?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a dry speaker.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
It was clear that they were coming with the condom off and nipple clamps on.
This is that Gen Z random comedy. Dude, they should just rewatch Ren and Stimpy. Y'all will laugh y'all balls off. Because modern SpongeBob is just Ren and Stimpy. It's awful.
That's not funny. I would much rather he actually talk about the series rather than talking about nipples and.
But no, that's where people laugh. That's where people derive their comedy from.
Is this all this is gonna be, or is it just?
I don't know. I am tangentially aware of Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, Charlie. I know roughly of him, and I have seen perhaps 37 minutes of clips. And then a couple episodes when he was talking about the React streamers, which is double.
A whole lot of work went into this season, and the passion really shows.
No, the work really shows. Yes. Do this work. You don't need to be passionate. You could be as mechanical as possible and still put out this same product.
The story revolves around a young man named Tanjiro whose sister had been turned into a demon and his whole family murdered by a demon, and now he's on a quest to turn her back into a human, and along the way he becomes a demon slayer, fights all of these incredible demons with these really cool powers, meets a lot of really cool characters, and just overall it'll have you...
I'm sorry, what?
A lot of really cool characters.
record video for this moist meat. What do you mean record video?
Perhaps when he was watching it. Because, you know, a lot of Twitch streamers do just watch wholesale.
Yeah, I know, but you can get the episode. Why does the editor need for Charlie?
I guess the editor just gets whatever footage Charlie provides, as opposed to...
But that's stupid. Hang on. I gotta see what another episode is like. Let's look up the Morbius. Oh, it's just him sitting down and
Okay,
talking.
so it would have just been him talking to the... Okay.
Whatever.
So that's why the trailers.
Characters, and just overall, it'll have you smiling with a semi-chub in your pants. It is a show that doesn't...
Pause. It'll have you smiling as he's going, oh, my whole family is dead? Oh, my sister's trying to eat me as she's a demon? Oh, this guy is trying to cut off my sister's head? Smiling.
Big old Kool-Aid smile.
So we got
Half chubbed up. My penis is hardening at the thought of this girl getting mutilated and his family covered in blood, screaming
Let me
helplessly.
grab my nipple clamps real quick or something.
Why would you even record? Why would you not even record if you basically record all the time? That's a question for him. Why are y'all making an objective statement about our subjective reactions? I'm fine with moist,
dude,
but this is
our
bad.
comments. That's our comments in a nutshell. It's like, shut up about this objective bull crap.
I thought about making a video because we've talked about looking at our comment section and just answers some things. I've thought about making a video just titled "Please Understand," where people just misunderstand what we're about, what we're doing, what we've said,
So
misinterpreted, lying on us. Just like, please understand. Maybe if it's spoken in a video, y'all would get what I'm talking about. When I say it's an actual critique and y'all went, no, it's too long for that. You dumb cucks.
Muv's just going, I ain't reading all that. Literally in the comments. Cool.
Try and reinvent the wheel or anything like that. It's a very simple story you've seen a million times, but that doesn't take anything away from it. It still has...
If it was ugly, it would have taken away from it. Y'all would have said it's generic. It's the same thing we've seen 1,000 times. It's got nothing going for it.
So simple is fine. Things that has been done 1,000 times is fine. Why is it fine sometimes and not fine other times?
Trayvon.
Cliche.
Or is it Trayvon? I don't know which one, because I know the spelling is said both ways. We don't care if you make fun of us or anything. Have at it. Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't take offense if you say something and it's meant for the other creator and we think it's for us. We don't take offense. If we question it, then just explain that it was for the creator. Otherwise,
I mean, we're
just let it go.
calling people bums constantly. We can give and
Y'all
we get.
call us bombs. Yeah, bombs constantly. We don't. Yeah, it's no problem. Demon Slayer fans are too afraid to say that their show is generic, so they just call it simplistic. That's a good way to put it, because that's exactly what it is.
It's nothing special. So they can't go, yeah, it's generic. No. It's simplistic. It is simple, and it's fine that it's simple.
Blaze, do you know how many videos I've seen of a One Punch Man's fall from grace because the second season was ugly? Imagine if Attack on Titan season 2 was trash. If the animation and stuff was trash, how would they feel? Would they still think it's an amazing season? If Demon Slayer season 2 was just like, all right, we no budget, y'all. Y'all are bums. If you tap, we're already bums. So shut up.
I'm not tapping.
Yeah.
He introduced the concept of tapping.
Yep, because I will tap in a heartbeat. Charlie also complained about season 2 One Punch Man animation.
Jesus. So this dude is just some hype beast. So this, I don't. All right.
I don't know why Claymore didn't pop off.
Yeah, it's so good. It's really, really good. Even the animation is really good as well. That was way, way back in the day.
Its sad moments, it still has its characters that you really care about, and it's still just overall a really nice story, very well told. It's just nothing that you haven't seen before, and I'm totally fine with that. I don't think every story needs to be some type of landmark game changer that metaphysically challenges what we interpret to be storytelling as a whole.
Okay, I understand that you don't need that, but it should be something more than we've seen this a million times before. It should be doing something.
I don't
that you can't
need-
just point to and just go, there's a million things that do it, but that's fine.
If 50 is the most common of things, I don't need 100. Give me a 65.
Yes. Don't introduce the story by saying, yeah, you done seen it before. I wouldn't want to watch a series if you're talking about it like that. I'm not gonna be in. Why criticize or praise anything like that? What do you think that's doing for your audience?
Trayvon, okay, that's good. Thank you. When was the anime released? Because that could have been a factor of why it's not big. Claymore, I think it was like 08?
Yeah, about around there. Who knows? There's no way to check. Literally no.
I'm reading Claymore right now. Get in there,
Oh,
Ice.
it's so good.
Get in there.
Have you watched it or read it?
No.
So what are you hyping it up for? You
Because
piece of-
I've seen your AMV, and I was like, dang, this show looks good.
It looks really good. It's got this like weird gothic like grays and shining silver aura. I really, really like it.
What's
and the
Claymore?
story is amazing. What's Claymore? Claymore is the story of a girl. There's the world of demons. There's a group of society called the Claymores. They take a bit of the demons and put them inside of themselves so they can harness the demons. Sometimes you can't use too much of the demon power, otherwise it'll consume you. And then some other Claymore will have to come off your head. The story is of Claire. Claire was a little girl who was abused, and then another Claymore came in and rescued her, and then a demon who was a Claymore who went past her limit killed the savior, and now Claire's on a revenge mission to kill that demon.
I kind of want to use this trash bag for something.
It's a good trash bag. Claymore is amazing. I love it. I'd put it in like the top 10 or 15 manga of all time for me. It's really, really good. It's got one of my favorite endings of all time. It's literally, make no mistake, you won, but I gotta take care of this. But you won. I love it so much.
I love this story.
Go on this
here.
video.
Storytelling as a whole. I love this story here and its simplicity and just how good all of the characters are in the story, and even how well.
I love this story in its simplicity and how good all the characters are.
In the story.
Again, we talked about this on the episode that we recorded yesterday. Have him say DBZ the story is so good and I love the story and the characters are all good for the story, and what changes. He said nothing with that sentence.
Yeah, outside of like the super pretty animation and stuff, and the things that are intrinsic to Demon Slayers, like Tanjiro's family being slain and stuff, how much of what these people are saying about Demon Slayer would just slot right into Dragon Ball? Just directly into Dragon Ball. My rewatch, Kaguya-sama, I think that's the next manga I'm reading. Though, Jade said there was some mech manga that I forgot to look up that I really wanted to read, because I want to get into mech. Like, maybe now's the time, because I was very anti-slice of life guy, and now I'm super slice of life guy, so maybe it's the time.
Nah.
You tried?
I'm still baby mode with Mech. I ain't trying nothing. Claymore has the second best female shonen protagonist. Probably. Claire is really, really good.
Demon Slayer is convoluted rather than simple. The plot is nonsense. The characters flat as cardboard. The setting makes no sense, and so on. The setting absolutely makes no sense with the whole government thing. I hate that. I wish they either don't bring it up or just bring it up and explain it.
And the fact that the world doesn't know about demons, you just have to question that so hard. And the story's not interested in explaining or exploring that. The government, things like that. No, none of that. So you just have to go, okay, it's broken.
Yeah, I loved Big Mom losing her memory.
A lot of people didn't.
I wasn't a fan of it plot-wise, but I loved it as what it was.
Some of the moments are executed, even though you know what's coming, you know where things are going. It's still
Okay, so it's
always
also
fun.
predictable. It's simple. It's predictable.
I'm just
it's
thinking
not doing,
Dragon Ball while he's saying this.
It's not doing anything special. You've seen all this stuff a million times.
God, it slaps.
But it slaps. You mentioned the episode 19 out the gate, but then you're going simple, predictable.
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 It's coming. You know where things are
Not
going.
a fan of it, but
It's-
don't hate it either. That's understandable. That's what I see a whole lot. I see more of not a fan of it and not hating it than I see I hate it.
I think it's
and then
just
I think
because
it's
so many
pretty good.
people hate Big Mom, and I don't understand the hatred of Big Mom. They think she's such a weak Yonko. She put in tremendous work through
She's
2
an absolute
arcs.
monster.
She's a monster. I'm sorry she's not the strongest person on the seas, Kaido, but she's a fing monster.
You know, people see her getting hit by Frankie with the motorcycle and rolled out the window and just go, "Oh, look at that!" And I go, "She was not hurt at all by that.
It knocked her off balance.
Force was used to roll her. She is a big person."
it's coming, you know where things are going, it's still always fun to see it unfold. So I'm totally fine with the story being simple, and I see that as a complaint from a lot of people, but for me, I think it's a positive, because the storyline being the way it is sets up all of these really incredible moments with the characters, meeting enemies, humanizing some of the enemies, and it's just...
Oh, dude, I'm still thinking of Dragon Ball here. I'm
Legitimately.
still thinking of Dragon Ball.
This bastard's just talking and not saying anything. This is one of those praises where you just go, did he even watch it? Because this could apply to basically anything. He's not using any examples or anything. So you can just go, man, I sure did love The Godfather. The characters were great. The plot was great. The story was great. All the character interactions were great. I've never seen The Godfather. No hate in the comments, please. I'm sensitive. But I've never seen it. So, but I can just say stuff
What are you talking
like
about?
that.
Our audience is like 12.
Bunch of literal babies in chat. Watch Code Geass? No.
Geass is one of those that I will watch eventually. There's been several times it's been on my hard drive and I'd rather have the space.
I gotta free up some space. Everything he said so far makes Demon Slayer seem boring, except for episode 19 and animation pretty. Other than that, yo, go time, I guess.
22 is pretty good. I know at least 2 people that just turned 18.
Yeah.
I'm an adult relatively.
I'm an adult in some states.
I can legally do things. $24. Okay, that's pretty good.
Just turned 19. 17. Look at this.
22.
Babies.
20. Look at this. They don't know The Godfather. There we go,
There we
Javi.
go.
There we go. There's a man. Oh, mentally, I'm in the 10s to 15 area. It's over. I hope I never change mentally.
No, we can't be doing this jar thing.
Oh,
the jar is
that might be
bad.
the jar, Det. Thank you very much. That might be the jar. 21 this year, 22, 17, 19, 25.
Babies. Literal infants.
34, there we go, Uncle.
Okay.
There we go, a man.
Okay, Rick Cars in chat.
Need they mommies to sign their passports and Moms, I just woke up and get mine.
Bastard's gonna be coming up in chat like, yo, it's my birthday. I can finally drink legally. We got like 15 people that's gonna be saying that.
33, 32. Millennials, sir.
We are older gentlemen.
Yeah, we dirt. We dirt. I'll be honest. A lot of y'all are older than I thought. Because I thought we mostly had 17 to 20s.
That's about what I expected.
Triton, I didn't have an ID for months, sir. And I flew in a plane.
We have to finish this video. We have to.
Not if I tap out. Got me a whole ass house with a mortgage and everything.
There
That's what
you
I'm talking
go.
about. 16 Spring Hill. Look at that. Look at these babies. You think they know what Godfather is?
That was
Let
a-
alone seen it?
That was a bad example.
That was a bad example,
I
sir.
suppose it was.
You should have just said in Blue's Clues. That's what you should have said. Dora.
Barely turning 18 next month. literal high schoolers.
Oh, dude. What are you doing tomorrow?
What you got?
I want to do that field video.
Oh. I know you do.
I want to do it so bad.
We got a field video in the pipeline.
I'd rather do the one he just did.
Oh,
It's
my
really
goodness. We could talk about it.
bad. Okay. I have no interest. I've only heard of The Godfather. I have no interest of seeing it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. There's so many older movies where I'm just like, it's over there. People love it. People say it's great. I'm never really gonna watch it. I just watched RoboCop like 3-4 months ago because it was a podcast I wanted to listen to. It's fine.
Because I've never seen it. That's one of the ones I'm like, I should see that.
RoboCop is fine. RoboCop 2 is, I'd say that's good. Okay. RoboCop 3 is a mess.
Oh, dude.
It's horrible.
Citizen Kane is never happening. I'm never watching Citizen Kane.
I had a film class that I went to, and they showed Citizen Kane, and I fell asleep in it.
I had seen Godfather since 21. I forgot it. People say it's a masterpiece. Pulp Fiction, never seen it. That's one of the ones I will see eventually.
I watched Pulp Fiction. It's actually pretty good.
There's a lot of classics I need to watch. There's a lot of my backlog of everything. You can say Citizen Kane is great all up and down. I'm not watching it. Citizen Kane is only good because of the technical stuff. I'll never know because I'm not watching it.
I've seen some of Beetlejuice.
The Back to the Future movies are hype. Ghostbusters is overrated and trash. Blade Runner, nope.
I saw both Old Boys.
Meeting enemies, humanizing some of the enemies, and this is leading to some really
Humanizing some of the enemies is... Which ones didn't they? The Arrow Demon, he didn't get a sad backstory.
Yeah.
Ball Girl did. Not a sad backstory, but I just wanted to play balls.
Maze Runner, nope. Oh, what was... I did see Maze Runner. There was the final movie. What was it called? Like the Scorch Trials or something? I watched it. It was awful.
exchanges and experiences. But by far the strongest part of this show is its visuals. My God, this show is beautiful.
Dude.
Blade 1 and 2 is the hypest, yo.
Why would you put this out starting off going generic, nothing special, you've seen it before, predictable, but so pretty?
Because that's the way it goes.
Just look at gifts at that point. Don't even watch it. Why are you watching it? Just look at the pretty moments, go, yep, that sure is pretty, and move on with your life.
Are just talking or existing in this universe. It is so nice to look at it as a very unique art style, and when there's action, it goes all in on animating it. And take, for example, One Punch Season 2. I mean, that shit is basically just a slideshow. Here, you get everything frame by frame. You get...
Oh, dude. Animation, great. Animation, really good and pretty.
Who listens to this dude as an authority of... Who's accepting this guy's recommendations on what to watch? He didn't say anything about the story or anything about One Punch Man Season 2. It's just like, oh, yo, this is ugly. Way of the House Husband is a literal slideshow.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I watched all that in one sitting.
I've been
funny.
I'm a reader, so
I read it all. And
okay.
Because it's just basically the manga panels. It's sort of like a motion comic.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just funny. But people are like, man, this ain't what
I've
it
seen
is.
some gifs, and I'm just like,
no,
it doesn't need to be.
This was a stylistic choice from the author that was just like, yo, do it this way, and I'm just looking like, yo, this is funny.
I wish someone would do an actual technical breakdown of animation when praising it. I would love to listen to that. Yeah, like that animation person that was in our stream a while back. I would love for them to make a video just like, here's why Demon Slayer. That would be tremendous. I would love it.
Instead of just going, yo, it's pretty. This does nothing for me.
Oh, dude, I love the intro to the Komi anime so much. I love it. When she does that little jump in the... I love it! And when Tanjiro, everybody, I gotta go into it now. Everybody is just like quasi singing the song with their friends, and Komi singing it alone in the classroom under her breath, and then Tanjiro sings it out loud to her, and she starts coming towards him. I fucking love that intro. My God, it's so good.
It's really good.
Get this video.
Oh no.
Solid movement. You see the impact. It has some girth to it, some fucking meat on it. You feel the impact in its visuals, and it is just
You feel the
absolutely
impact
gorgeous.
in
And
the
especially
visuals.
that episode 19 fight that everyone talked about. They talked about it for a reason, because the whole thing is like your eyeballs' clitoris being stimulated for 30 straight minutes. It is just...
Who's laughing?
Oh, dude, you should not go to his comment sections.
This is nothing.
You should not go to his comment sections if you don't find this funny.
No, I don't. I would rather hear somebody dryly talk about substantive stuff.
Like Sean. I listened to Sean talk about Harry Potter in 2 hours.
Instead of just this jokey stuff that means nothing. You're not saying anything. And you're just not going to say anything for the rest of this 4 minutes.
Oh, yes. I'm definitely using that jar. And when we get if we get super chats and tips, I'm gonna change it out to a higher tier of the jar with more piss in it. That jar is getting used, sir. Let me know if you want money for it, because it's getting used.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. That's pee, sir. Sure.
Semen, whatever you like.
Yes. Do you not know the story of the rainbow dash in the jar?
No. Oh, I've never heard this story.
Dude, it's exactly what you think it is. So dude put a rainbow dash in a jar and just came in it and it just fermented in there and it was just brown after a while. It's horrible.
How was he found out?
He gladly put that online. He look what I'm doing, y'all. And that's the jar thing. I'm sorry I had to tell him.
Oh, dude.
I'm sorry he had to know. He had to know. Because otherwise he's just like, yo, this was a funny jar.
Dude, I knew nothing about anything in the pony community. I knew the like overview of the orgy, that type of stuff.
Fermented for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, it's a horrible picture. It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeking out the picture. So 2 years,
just sitting there, and that's where the little whole jar thing comes from. You didn't know? I'm surprised you didn't know. It was a thing around the internet. It's horrible.
I no. Why would I be in the section of the internet that posts somebody's jizz jar with a rainbow dash in it?
I suppose that's a good question. Why do any of us find ourselves on that corner of the internet?
What was this?
It's 4chan.
No, when? Not where, when?
About 5-6 years ago? Probably a little bit longer.
So I didn't know it when it was happening, and I haven't known about it for 6 years.
Very interesting, that.
There's somebody else that didn't know. It took me years to bury that thing.
I apologize, but the information needed to be known.
I would never put it on stream.
Oh, absolutely not. I don't want to ever see that image again. I saw that image for
Didn't
the
he
first
put it
time.
on a radiator?
Yeah, that was it.
So it was just heated up?
Imagine the smell. But I saw that picture, I'm like, what is this? And then I saw it, I'm like, oh. One of those things like, well, I'll just never forget this. I don't remember what Uncle King looks like. I'm never going to forget that jar.
The video is made by Manku Man. I actually recommend the video. It's the only good pro DS animation video that I've seen. Manku Man.
Okay.
M-A-N.
Yes, I will look that up. Jesus Christ! Why would you put it in there?
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ! I said I didn't want to see that!
Why is there another jar?
Oh my goodness. It's hard to just look at that and just drink after that.
Oh, dude.
That's horrible.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And that was one of the things that was used against the pony fandom of jazz. Yo, look at what y'all do. Which is why I always have a problem with labels and stuff. Like, look what bronies do. You're a brony, aren't you, dear? Like, no, I like the show. Come in that jar.
He wrote a whole, paragraph about it?
Yep.
Oh, dude.
I went to a panel about it.
Why?
I needed to know at that point. It's one of those late night panels where I'm just like, look, I can either go to this panel about doing it with horses, or I can learn about this insane coming in a jar man.
Oh, Turk, you don't even know. This kid has stories, personal stories about bronies.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I done seen some stuff.
Personal stories.
And we're going to do an After Dark stream where I just tell. I'll point fingers. I'm not afraid.
So nice to watch. And that's most episodes. When there is a fight, it's a treat. It is so fucking gorgeous.
Oh, he's still talking about this. By the way, Turk, I am going to delete these because they're technically sexualized stuff. But thank you very much for the images. I'm glad you gave me those. We can't have it where PG-13... Yeah, mostly PG-13.
I just don't want to see that crap.
We're in our stream. I mean, we're in our Discord, except for sexual stuff because we have minors, and it's about legality.
I just don't want to see it.
I've already taken it off the Discord. Yeah, it's awful. Melted brown sugar.
Exactly. I don't want to be drinking a nice coffee and just like, oh man. Oh, this chocolate milk is hitting. Oh.
And that's very rare in anime these days because a lot of the fights either rely on CGI to do the whole fight for him and it looks like straight asshole out of the PS.
There's so much CGI in Demon Slayer. I don't know what y'all are talking about. When he's in that room, it's complete CGI stuff that's going all around.
And CGI in and of itself is not a bad thing. It can always be done well. Don't just be like blanket statement, CGI is bad.
Hollis, yes, we do super chats. We don't do tips, but I might activate it because most of this money is just going to debt.
Don't feel pressure to donate or anything.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Yeah, I don't. Become a member. You'll get emotes. It's $1.
CG is really bad if it sticks out. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but just the blanket statement of CG. And all these other things do CG, and it's like, well, CGI is always bad. No, it's not. Now, if you look at something like, let's just say Interstellar Rangers Commence, that had a particular bad CGI scene. It had particularly bad floating CGI buildings, but we're not talking about that.
I almost puked seeing the jar.
It's really bad.
It's funny. I've got such a strong stomach for that type of stuff.
I have a weak baby stomach.
Because I remember even when the 2 Girls 1 Cup came out, I was just like, eh.
Nah, I got a weak baby stomach.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I used to watch Fear Factor and just be munching down on all
Fear Factor, something like that. We were I went over to the other house the other day and they were watching it. It's just like they were drinking blood and maggots and roaches and blending up. I'm just like, yeah, do it. But just in a live rat, I'm like, oh. They're fistful and roaches and stuff.
Not even a live rat. A thing on TV CGI rat. You're still
Doesn't
like,
matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I love to be star CGI.
Or they do what One Punch Man Season 2 does, and they do basically a shaky cam and a still image to try and get the idea of a fight.
That was CGI that the editor just showed.
And it's just garbage half the time, but here, a fight is something spectacular. Now I want to make
spectacular fights. That's half of your video.
Why should we listen to this man about anything regarding any sort of quality in a show? He's already shown that he's not worth it. This show slaps even though the story is generic.
Simple.
but the animation is where it's at. No, I'm not getting my opinions from you.
Turk, take that lid off the jar. It's making me die. Just rewatch your Persona 5 Revisit and the day-long One Piece one. Y'all earn my money, good sirs. Thank you, because we were dying.
Yeah, I don't see how you could watch all of that, because that boy was long.
Yeah, I gotta adjust all this stuff eventually.
Yes, thank you.
But thank you for the $5. We appreciate it, but again, never necessary. This isn't like a feel it's not necessary to give us money. There is no need to give us
We ain't
money.
starting this vid again until we see that they're going up to $35. Oh, dear God.
Most of the money that we've gotten, I just do for debt commissions. Like the $30 I just sent him for the chibi stuff. That's just from money that we've gotten from the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
That's my entire reason for wanting money from the YouTube stuff. It's just to pay debt. It's just more money in his pockets. More commissions, just more easy flowing commissions. Eventually, I want to start giving money to people like Triton that have been that did that document. I want to start giving money to people like Meme, who's given us all those videos. People that have done things for us just out of being fans. Even if it's just a couple, $20, $30, $40, whatever. I want to start doing that. Or start giving them money so they can become members if they're not able to be give their free money for being a member.
But
just
such
give them
a thing comes later.
Yeah, that's just later stuff.
We have to finish this video. No more Nuts videos until we get 100 Patriots. Pop paywall. Y'all want to see Chris? Let's go 35 members.
How many of the fights are even in the top 100 in general?
Yeah, they're not really super. How you doing, Spiral? Yeah, they're not really even. They're just stuff. It's just stuff happening. There's no real like top 100, and I'd say none of them.
What are you doing after this?
Why you ask?
People ask for Phil a lot, dude.
Oh my god.
We can start that Phil thing.
We're not starting the field thing.
Oh my god, I
just want the field thing.
I want it so bad. He's so dumb.
Make it clear, I'm not saying there's no CGI in Demon Slayer, because there absolutely is some CGI moments sprinkled throughout. However, it's not bad CGI. It's actually very good and very well
but
done.
this CGI is good. But all the other CGI is bad. This is the one CGI that is good.
Triton, you told me you'd get back to me on the challenge. I didn't know if it was happening or not. 2 months. Thank you for it.
See, like I said, you get people who's been a member for more than a month. You get a little free highlighted chat. I like this thing. It's good
With
little
a lot
system.
of care put into it, so that way it doesn't suffer from what a lot of other anime suffer from when they use CGI, where it looks like trash, looks like straight asshole.
Hey, why is this one better? You haven't established that. Does it flow better? Is it better integrated with the background? Is it just subtly put in with like, oh, the character's feet are CGI, but not his whole body? What about it? Nah.
Is it the color palettes and the art style that lends itself more to CGI so it stands out less? Like, what is it?
Here, it complements the scenes pretty well and adds to them in some cases. So the CGI, when used, is not an issue in Demon Slayer, which is super nice, because almost 8 times out of 10, maybe 9 times out of 10, CGI just sucks shithole in anime. It really absolutely does. But not here, which is nice.
Pause.
Now,
And see, you don't
This has
ask for
been
more.
50 to 60% of nothing but visuals. So go ahead.
Don't ask for more. You're not going to expect more. You're not going to get more.
You're not gonna get more.
So this dude, if it's just these things,
Phil, $5 to Phil. Y'all, I want that Phil video so bad.
y'all will get more feel.
It's gotta come soon, dude. I need it. I need to
that.
talk about it.
I understand that. We'll get feel soon.
This is the guy, y'all.
I'm just saying.
This is the guy right here.
We don't need to combo a live stream into another live stream of Phil. All right, we'll do Phil,
But when?
we'll do it.
Yeah, you just saying we're doing me. We're never gonna do it. So do I get money for making fun of DA, of Himiko, and Aqua? You can get a time.
If you would prefer that. But this dude does so many of the
Oh, the
voice
Inner
actor
Demon
things.
video? That's still coming too.
Yep, that's coming. We got that on the list. We don't know if we're going to do that because as of right now, we have, I think it's 32 Demon Slayer videos on the list since we've done those two. So yeah, it's there. We'll get to it. It's Demon Slayer month. Who knows? But yeah. People just clap for this. People just watch this. People just go back to this, thumbs it up, and he just goes, okay, this is fine. Not thinking, not doing anything better or deeper. Just this.
Tell you what, we don't know what we're doing for our live stream next week because we're not doing a Demon Slayer because not everybody is a fan of or a disagreeer of Demon Slayer, so they're probably gonna want some other content.
That's the plan.
If we ever do a feel, if we do a feel anytime, we will do it live stream, and I will turn on the face cam for it.
I don't know why you just agreeing to stuff without consulting me.
This is
the other half of the dude.
This is 100% what will happen, y'all. Don't worry.
I'm one half of the content, and you just start talking ish.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we want to do because I have no idea what we're doing for content other than the Demon Slayer stuff. Don't even know all the Demon Slayer stuff we did.
Yeah, no.
Posted a thing about the combats.
Don't like that.
Wait, did he post this after season 1 ended or after episode 19? That's a good question. I know the Demon Slayer episode 19 was in like an April because that's when Nux's video came out.
So, this came out. Why does it say clip? September 2019.
So yeah, it was after the season was over.
At least.
Have you ever considered doing your own anime or manga reviews, maybe in a podcast-like format? We have something like that called Because Reasons, where we just talk about a series, everything we liked about it, everything we disliked about it. We could definitely do more of it.
Yeah.
We also have a series that I just need to... I either need to just say the visuals and just do whatever I want, called Check It Out, where we both recommend something to each other and they check it out and we just review it like that. I don't have time, y'all.
I mean, if it's just manga panels, that seems like it's pretty easy.
But I don't know if it's just manga panels. I don't know if I want to have it what we're discussing at the moment or just particulars that we're discussing. I don't know what the background would be while there's nothing else going on. Mm-hmm. Like, do we... Maybe I'll commission that and we'll do some our puppets and stuff. And it's just on either side and there's just anime going on there until it's something we want to talk about. Just looked up the comeback that looks radioactive.
There's some dark stuff on the internet that you need to just stay away from.
Praising and hazing. Ooh, I could do it for Demon Slayer month. Cause I've really wanted to really just explain what I wanted, my problems with Demon Slayer. But I didn't know if I wanted to do it in fanfics, which is another series. I didn't know if I just wanted to do these are my problems with Demon Slayer type of thing. Mm-hmm. But if I'm doing praising and hazing, I can do what I like about it, what I dislike about it. You know what? I'm gonna start working on a script for that. There's so much. I wish my job was more, hey, these are the times where we're probably not gonna be busy. Just get the out of here. But dude, we've been so busy recently. There's just been... I luckily got that Tuesday off. I mean, there were 4 slots and I went, look, I'll take one!
Now, I do have a complaint about the season here, and it's just one specific thing that kind of constantly is there throughout the show. It's that when the characters have a certain trait or a quirk to them, they beat that shit to death. For example, one of the main characters, Zenitsu, his character trait is he's always afraid and crying and always yelling, screaming over the top.
Thank you,
he also loves women's big anime titties, so anytime there's a woman on screen, he just melts down and goes ballistic. And yeah, it's cool the first couple of times it happens, but then you realize anytime Zenitsu's on screen, he's going to be doing that shit, just crying and screaming and going ballistic every single time he's on screen. After a while, it just gets so grating and tiresome. You just want a break from him being that embodiment of the trait. It's very rare where he is a badass, and there is moments where he has some badass shit with his thunder breathing, but you want more of him just being more mellow and more of just in line with the other characters instead of just this over-the-top committing to the personality quirk. And it's not just him. When they meet the other main characters, they all have their own personality trait. Like, there's a love character, and every single time you...
Wow, this is super fair!
But she said like 3 or 4 sentences. He doesn't have the full information.
He doesn't have the full information, but he's right.
Yeah, he's right. But there's also a wind guy who's not just a single trait.
But
there are the people that are the single trait. Like Orokudaki, he's not a single trait. There are other people with the single traits, but...
I only give when I can. Don't worry. Sorry if I'm late. Had to help my mom. One thing, OP chapter 1046. What did y'all think? Is that the latest chapter?
Yeah.
It was okay. There wasn't enough going on. It was mostly just like, hey, here's the Straw Hats, and they're trying to help people out.
Yeah, it wasn't too much. Nothing to get angry about. It's a pretty basic setup chapter. Mm-hmm. It's more like, hey, this is leading up to the climax. Thank you for the $5.
I'm saying this right now. I don't know what Jinbei does in fights. Because he's done this karate hurl waters like 8 times.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
See something from this love character, it's her saying, oh, that person is so cool, I think I might love them. Oh, I just love the way this character does this. Oh, I think I might be in love with them. There's another character that's supposed to be a forgetful one and zones out. And anytime you see him, the character is just going to be looking up at the sky. Oh, look at that bird. I wonder what kind of bird that is. Oh, look at that tree. There's a tree over there. And it's just every single time these characters are on screen, they are committing 100% of the time to their fucking personality quirk, as if they're just...
I don't agree with the they're committing 100 times to 100% of the personality quirk, but he is mostly correct in what he is saying.
Yes, this is another one of those. You're on the cusp of the correct opinion.
It's just too much totality with it.
Yes,
but other than that, he's got it. He got it, y'all.
But also, like I said, we don't have anything of these characters at this point. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's super fair to just go, oh, these characters. Instead of somebody like an Orokudaku who's different. Somebody like a Tandro who's not just a one thing. But not even Inosuke is one thing.
I'll say that based on... Because this is just about season 1. Mm-hmm. Based on season 1, from what he's saying, this is absolutely just what they are. And, season 2 is going to be something different. But this is what he's saying.
Method actors that are never breaking character, and it's just tiresome. I wish they would give them a break from just being the embodiment of whatever title they were given, because it's cool in doses and it's fun and it's entertaining and humorous sometimes, but man oh man, does it get fucking tiresome. But that's my only real...
you need more descriptors than just tiresome. Yeah. But again, you're mostly there.
But that's also his only real issue with this. So, I guess everything else is cool. It's simple.
I still like those characters. I still think they're good characters, but it just becomes too much with them being the living embodiment and just saying and doing the same shit every single time. But anyway, that's the only complaint I have for the season, really. Everything else I think is remarkable. Even the music department, I think the score really complements a lot of the fight scenes and even just the hanging out scenes really well. I found
the
that
score
kind of
just complements
during this, but I also have a bias to the kind of music this show has. It's just a really...
What's the kind of music that this show has?
Yeah, I wish you would have talked more about it. I guess this is just more so for Demon Slayer fans already, as opposed to people that might get into it. You just gotta know what he's talking about. Even though I don't know, because I've seen Demon Slayer Season 1, and I don't know the music he's talking about.
Really good show. It's a show that I'd recommend to anyone, not just anime fans, because I think it's just a really unique experience to see an animation.
Oh, to see the animation. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He knows it's simple, but he knows it's more pretty cool than what you're going to get.
But is that enough? Would you...
It's enough.
Anime fans, I know you're not an anime fan.
That it's enough? Are we not being proven
every
day that it's enough?
It's right here. It's shown.
It's happening right now.
In front of our eyes.
That it is enough.
I suppose so.
Stop questioning. Josh, we still gotta do that that ReZero episode 2. I mean,
we
season
do.
2 thing.
We really do.
We still haven't watched it, Josh. Again,
We're gonna get to it.
We keep saying we're gonna get to things, but just know things are coming. We just drag our feet and we forget about things. One Piece Odyssey, I'm 100% in there because it's turn-based RPG. Thank you very much.
Zenitsu is one of the worst characters you've seen. Made you drop it. He is horrible.
Horrible, dude. Couldn't believe it.
Like this in this day and age. So plugging Demon Slayer into the moist meter, I'm giving it a fat 90%.
Ooh, that is 90%.
90%.
That is way too high. Dude.
9 out of 10.
That was a loss of a point there.
That is an A.
Yeah, no. Because it's simple. I like most of the characters and the way they do it. It's really pretty. So it's a 90.
The characters got that one trait. But I like them, but it just gets tiresome that they got that one trait. This is worthless.
This is not... What he said was not 90%.
No, it absolutely wasn't. You think it'd be in the 8, 7.
I wouldn't
90?
even go... A 7.5 is what I was
This bastard
thinking.
went simple, but super pretty. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
One issue. There's not even an issue because you like the characters, even though they have the one trait.
It has a lot. It is really, really nice.
It has a lot. Yo, BG, read Comey. Why is it good? It has a lot. Oh my goodness.
And I really hope UFO Table comes back.
Beautiful animation, enjoyable story, great soundtrack, and credible fights. Negative is quirky quirks. Beautiful, enjoyable story. That's just up to you. I don't particularly enjoy it. Great soundtrack. Again, that's your bias to it. Incredible fights. I don't think the fights are necessarily incredible.
He didn't really say anything about the fights. He just said the fights look good.
I will say that I think Tanjiro versus Arrow Dude is a very good fight.
That's the one.
I don't think Drum Dude is particularly good. I don't think Kickball Chick is particularly good. Rui is not good.
Hand Demon is not good.
Yeah, so we're looking at Arrow Dude. I'll give you Arrow Dude. It's really good. Have we heard of Unlimited Adventure?
Loved it.
Unlimited Adventure, Unlimited Cruise, episode 1 and 2, sir? Absolutely.
For season 2 of Demon Slayer and doesn't pass it off to some trash studio like fucking JC staff who's just gonna murder it, take it out behind the barn and put it down in quality. But you know,
was
only
JC
time will
staff
tell
the people that did
Probably.
One Punch Man season
Probably.
2?
I don't even need to look it up.
Is he so hung up about that?
Yeah,
dude?
animation. Pretty. It was so pretty. It had so much going for it. And now it's not pretty and it has nothing going for it.
It absolutely is season 2 One Punch Man people.
Gonna make
Dude,
a great
stop
season
being such
2.
a
For
baby
now,
about
we have an
this.
incredible season 1 of Demon Slayer and looking forward to more. That's it. So yeah.
Yeah, that is. I don't. What is people's attraction to Charlie?
He streams like 18 hours a day.
Okay, he's here. He exists.
He has a lot of that type of Gen Z
Funny.
comedy where it's just like, here's a weird word. My nuts were twisted so it like twists your nuts in pleasure.
Is that enough?
Do you need to see a subscriber count?
I know it is subscribed.
Okay then, it is enough. Why do you keep asking this when there's empirical evidence that it is enough?
When will it ever end? When will it stop?
That's like a 7.5.
That's like a 7. He doesn't say anything. I don't like his voice, but it's just, hey, it's pretty. Hey, the characters. It's nothing. This dude is. I would not go back to this.
Dude,
I would not.
you are not the audience.
I know.
What do I have to do to put these things into your head?
No. But I wouldn't recommend somebody watch this either. If yo, you like Demon
You're the people you would recommend it to are not the audience, dude. Why do you keep saying these things?
I can't.
This is goofy.
It's my fault.
You goofy. JC Staff also did Konosuba. Oh, people love Konosuba.
Look pretty good. JC Staff made Food Wars.
Oh, Food Wars was great. Maybe they just didn't have the budget for One Punch Man season 2 then. I like his normal casual laid back videos where he's not reviewing stuff. He's just doing or watching something wacky. Yeah, I think it's a lot of those streamers are like a one-stop shop for a bunch of wacky curated videos. And then it's just like, whoa, that was incredible. And
but why doesn't it translate to reviews?
Because there's nothing wacky going on. You have to actually, there's no reaction to it or whatever. You have to actually sit down, dissect it, and say what you think about it. And it's a lot easier to just off the cuff go, whoa, I think this is blah, 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 than to go, what is it about this that makes it good or interesting or whatever? Yeah, so we're going to do some quick questions and then we're going to get the out of here. Det picks.
Really quickly, Mark put up a new Naruto video if we want to watch a little bit.
No, you want to allow Phil? Why would I allow Mark?
Okay, y'all saw it. I tried to get a little bit of Mark in, but hey, I didn't say I wouldn't allow Phil. I'm just saying I'm not going to combo and stream it to a stream.
I don't get Phil, you don't get no Mark.
Right.
And Mark, why would we do Mark?
He put a video out.
And it sucked my balls. He put a video out.
Did that pitch as well.
Yeah. I could also stream some music and turn that way down. Alright. So Meme Box. This is I just looked up the cum box. People, mute for like 20 to 30 seconds if you don't want to hear this. I just looked up the cum box. Why is that so big? I gotta adjust that. I got so much work to do. This is the cum box. Well, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shoebox, or at least it once was, and whenever I masturbated, I would come into it. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, so it has a fair amount of cum. It smells atrocious. I tried to burn it once. When I lit it on fire, it was too damp due to the cum that it simply sizzled and didn't manage to actually light up. Turns out burning cum smells awful, so I had to spray it with a deodorant body spray just to get the old smell of burnt cum away. It also has some drenched paper stuck to it. That's pretty much it. I looked up the box. It looks awful. It looks awful.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's loud enough. Whatever. Discord. So
I should have been opening. Well, it's not.
See you later, dummy.
Opens just fine.
You were about to say what?
I was about to say you should have been opening Discord, but I was like, oh, only my Discord takes 16 minutes to open.
Have you ever figured that out?
No, it's just a pretty bad computer.
Have you ever thought of getting a?
Sure. But I don't really need to right now because all I really do is just watch YouTube videos.
That's fair. Maybe once you start getting into your own videos, maybe editing them if you feel like it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's good for what I needed. That's what I feel.
You can be answering questions while I do this.
I mean, you would have to scroll up.
Sorry, actual Det Picks. I'm gonna take you away for a while. What video would y'all go back to?
It's a very good question because I was recently watching the Just Stop Fairy Tale video, and a lot of my complaints are not very good.
Really?
Yeah. I say, wow, this is really convenient a lot. I'm like, go a little bit deeper than that. A lot of... I explain myself, obviously, but it always comes back to, isn't that just convenient? I'm like, I don't really like that. But it's still a very funny thing. I would go back and just like snip all of those out because I say that quite a lot.
Okay.
Probably the Persona video as well, Persona 5.
Oh yeah,
just
because
to
I've played it after it, and there was a lot that we missed that we could have talked about.
Something like that. That's always just like, dang, should have done that. That's why we're gonna play the 3 and 4 before we actually do the videos of that. Yeah, other than that, I think we good. I think most of our problems hold up. There's not really any new information that came out from people that's like, oh no. Probably switch the One Piece and DBZ for Team 4-Star. That probably would have helped.
Yeah.
Just read the manga One Punch Man. If you care so much about Ooh Pretty, yeah. People not trying to read. It's
a really pretty manga too. That's the funny thing.
They just want the pretty of the animation, so they're just like, oh man, season 2 sucked. And I don't know the quality of season 2 as far as the story writing goes. How far, those volumes of manga, I don't know how good they are. But people usually just go, yo, animation went down. And that's what the issue is. A lot of people are still praising Attack on Titan because Mappa was able to emulate the style good enough. Now that they're in the earlier time, they had a whole bunch of like CGI Titans. But for the most part, they are emulating the style, so people are more forgiving of that. The Compact get posted on Discord. Thankfully not.
One Punch Man season 2 was a producer issue, if I remember correctly. Okay.
I'm sure there's a whole video about what happened, what went wrong with all those things.
You definitely didn't, Chris. You can read this one real quick.
Don't. Mark just said the war arc was peak Naruto. And that's his worst take in your opinion. But that makes for good content. That makes for, yo, what are you talking about, Mark? And Mark is always good for a moment of, good job, Mark. Sure. And I heard the editing is really, really bad in that one.
Really? For what?
His usual editor had moved, so he went to another one, and that other one is doing a whole lot of meme stuff.
Oh no.
Yep.
Was it just like it's the move so I can't get it out in time so you can go to somebody else, or is it just like I moved so I can't do it for you anymore?
It's not you can't do it for him anymore.
Okay.
That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense.
It's just I moved,
Yeah,
so I'm
can't do it this
moving.
week.
So
Don't want to hear Mark calling the war arc peak fiction. And I don't think he's even done with it. How can you call it peak fiction when you don't know the ending? Kind of weird, Mark. Gonna try to see if you can challenge you in an hour. Is that possible?
in an hour. Oh, I'm about to cook. If you're free tomorrow, I'm free all tomorrow.
You need to train. What are you doing?
That's fair. But I mean, yeah, you know what? We
His
should
whole
probably
thing is beating you guys.
But yeah, you're not beating me really if I'm not
If you're
training.
not, yeah.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on challenging me.
Top three in for you of quality, for you not of quality, not for
Top three. Top three for you of quality, not quality, not for you. Gotta redo that one.
yeah.
We'll
That's
understand.
a roller coaster.
It is foul. Oh yeah, the come box is awful.
I'm not looking up the come box.
What would be the ideal slice of life manga to live in? You get to pick one character to replace them with yourself. Ideal?
Comey is fun. Comey got a lot of wacky characters. I will always hype up Scat Dance. Scat Dance has also a lot of wacky characters. It's a pretty grounded world. There's some weird
But you're
supernatural
replacing
stuff there.
yourself with the character in it.
Okay.
So you're living in it.
Yeah.
You would live in those?
Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun worlds.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be bored hey, let me just go to what is that? Sketchbook, something of life. So it's a 4 coma. It's pretty good. I used to go to sleep to it.
Comey would probably be the one. Even if you're just a normal person, you get to see a lot of wacky stuff going on.
Great stuff this month. Where?
the come month. What do you think of the One Piece Unlimited and Pirate Warriors game? Loved Unlimited. He's a Pirate Warriors boy.
The Pirate Warriors games are always fun. It's a Muso game. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. I like the new changes that they did with the sky, the technique, the technical, all those other different styles of fighting. I really, really like that. I didn't like that they took out some characters and changed some characters so fundamentally that they were not broken anymore, because part of the fun is that these characters are broken, so you use the broken characters to do broken things, and they didn't do that. Looking forward to the next one.
Would you rather drink from the cum jar or eat the cum box?
Next question. We streaming Five Family still. I don't think that we really set a time or anything. It was just like, yo, can we do it? Yeah. If somebody wants to set that up, absolutely. But like I said, my computer's trash. I can't do it.
Oh yeah, his computer's real bad, y'all. Turn stop. Top 10 characters from the big three, but you can only choose 2 characters.
The math doesn't add up. That's 6.
Yeah. Top 10 characters from the big three, but you can only choose. Oh, maybe you mean top 3 of all time that you would pick 2 that you could possibly make your top 10.
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
we'll do it if you clarify it a little bit, because that one's I don't understand that one. Neji's death, the only way to make
a situation for romance.
Absolutely, it's just like, dang, I sure do love you now. I guess you're willing to die for me again.
One Punch Man season 1, manga season 2 in terms of looks. Even if season 2 was animated well, it'd just be fights, which are the weakest aspect of One Punch Man. 100%. I have not consumed anything One Punch Man outside of season 1. Phil.
I didn't say no. I said we would talk about it. Did I not?
I remember there being a lot of talk of comedy early after the end of season 1 in the manga.
Yeah, I just couldn't get it with the comedy. I read like 7 or 8 chapters and I just went,
I don't know.
Not for me.
I don't know how it is in the anime, but I think it plays very well in the manga.
It's just simply not for me. Mm-hmm. I don't get it.
I'll tell you, Mashl's comedy is not for me.
I don't know what that is.
Mashal, Magic and Muscles.
I don't know what that is.
Basically, it's a magical world, and you've got to have magic to be good. But some dude has 0 magic, but he's just very strong. So it looks like he has magic because he can just kick off the ground and look like he's flying and stuff. And it's One Punch Man. It's a one joke thing of just like, wow, you're actually very strong.
All right.
But you have no magic.
Okay. Well.
It is not a good series, I swear to Jesus. Season 1 is way less straight fights. If you care, Goblin Slayer in the light novel, I'm at volume 10, has fought Brontosaurus, an undead wizard, an ice witch, second ogre, Gargoyle. Oh, that sounds interesting. I might do that. All right, cool. Light novel time. What do you think of the Ace Attorney franchise? I've been getting into it recently. I love Ace Attorney. I am just about done with the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which was the latest game. I'm on the second game in case 3, I think, and I believe there's 5 cases there. So I'm just about done with that one. I've probably got another 7 to 10 hours of gameplay left for that. Turk, shut up. The box, at least the burning can overpower some of the taste. Gavin, shut up.
I'm not doing either.
Before y'all go, I would like to thank you two for getting me to watch Black Clover. People blow it way out of proportion. And that's part of the problem because, a lot of people listen to other people in the community, listen to YouTubers, listen to streamers, and it's just like screamy, yelly, man. It's not Black Clover, at least, because Black Clover is super trash and all this extra stuff. It's a very good series, except for the later stuff. The current arc is bringing the whole series down.
I can only say, hey, these are the good points. These bad points are being blown out of proportion. Read it if you want to make your own opinion.
What do you think of the One Piece Unlimited games? Rank them? We might need to come back to that.
Unlimited.
Because you got Unlimited Red, you got Cruise, you got Adventure, you got Cruise Episode 2. I'd have to look at the story and stuff.
Yeah, we would have to go there. But I say I really like them. I 100%ed both of them. I never did for Red. I didn't like Red. I'll say that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
People
it just
love
wasn't
Red.
it just wasn't what it was before.
Okay, that's fair. Favorite anime dubs?
Yo, DBZ is really good. Kai, even the original. I will always stand Old Lady Frieza. Get that crap out of my face. Linda Young is hype. All right?
I wish she was.
It's not
I
the-
wish she was Big Mom.
It's not. Oh, she would have been so good as Big Mom. But it's not, it's not. Chris Harris, may he rest in peace. He did a great job. But there's something charming about Old Lady Frieza. All right? So, yeah, DBZ is really good. One Piece is also really good. School Rumble. I love School Rumble so much. The guy who does Hari McKenzie, Brandon Potter, is so perfect in that role. He's got this weird childishness, but he's got a really deep voice. He's really, really good. And that's where I really started loving.
Yeah, we cut out for a second. My entire setup just
What
crashed.
happened?
I
What
need
does it
to
mean?
I need to refresh my entire thing, I guess, because either my graphics card is dying or the driver of my graphics card is messed up. Either way, if I refresh it, I'll know that it's the graphics card itself, and I can get that sent back and get it repaired and stuff. I just don't want to do that if it's not needed, because I would need to back up all the information on my computer, and I don't feel like doing that shit. So we'll see. Like I was saying, the Comey dub is good. JoJo's is good. The first 2 seasons of My Hero, and probably all the seasons of My Hero, but those are the only 2 I've watched. Yeah. Those are some of my favorites. Cowboy Bebop and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ooh, boy, that's a real good one. Bleach has a really good dub as well.
Yeah, funny enough, I don't like Naruto's.
I can see that. I don't really dig it either. Sakura is probably the best of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sasuke's just Yuri Lowenthal, and I'm a type of person who's just like, if I see you too many times just doing you, and Naruto can get grating from time to time.
Favorite stand from each part. Oh, you gotta write that down.
I'll say this. Kiss is my number 1 favorite stand of all time. Kiss from that, part 5 is Spicy Lady. Yes, I said that. I've been waffling back and forth between Spicy Lady being one of the worst things I've ever heard and being like, it's fine. But Spice Girl, I love Spice Girl. Yeah, I'll write that down. Yeah. No, part 4, The Hand. Part 3, probably The Sun. Oddly enough.
Write it down.
Part 7, Sugar Mountain. Part 7, Sugar Mountain. Part 8, Nut King Call. Got it. Y'all, Nut King Call is super good.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna think about these. So
I'm gonna off the cuff. That's what you gotta do.
Do you play Xbox or PlayStation? I have a PS5. I also have a PC that can do gaming stuff. So I technically play both. I want an Xbox either Series S or Series X for emulation and as a dedicated Game Pass machine. But I kind of also don't care right now because my PC is handling my Game Pass just fine. And I have dual screens, so what's really the difference there? You cowards. I'm
not gonna come as come. It don't care if it's from the box. Probably the box, because it's not heated up. How about that?
I'll take the drinking, and I'll tell you why. I don't want to chew. Just
No further elaboration.
none needed. I don't want to chew. Top 3, this thing is for you. Okay. Top 3. This thing is for you and of quality. This thing is not for you, but not of quality. This thing is not for you, but is of quality. Ooh. And this thing is not for you and not of quality.
I like that. I like that question.
There we go. That's a fantastic question. Oh, that's definitely some homework.
Really hard about that one.
Hey, I'll tell you this now.
Well, I know one of them for
Attack on Titan, not for me, but of quality.
Absolutely. Hey, Star Wars, not for me, but of quality. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I like this question. That's gonna be an old thinker. Interstellar Rangers, quality, but not for me. Interstellar Rangers commit. Sorry.
Mashle was funny for like 15 chapters, and then I started hating it, and then it became a fight manga. It's just straight fight.
Oh man!
And the second it started,
go right into the fight stuff.
It was basically just like they found. This is spoilers. Spoilers for Mashle if you care. Give me like 30 seconds. Starting now. So they find out he's not magic in the magical school, and if you're not magic, you instantly get thrown out. But it's like, if you become the top guy, we'll allow you to stay. So now it's just like this big old tournament to become the top guy. But it's literally just fighting each other in the tournament. It's not like a bunch of games. It was a bunch of games, but now it's just like, y'all, let's just fight each other. It's trash. What do you think of Kirby lore, and what do you think of the Kirby anime? There's Kirby anime?
If you want to know, Kirby, right back at you. Mm-hmm. I got a little bit of a lesson of the Kirby lore from Leo from one of the B-list streams a while back. Seems very interesting. Meta Knight is a bit of a puss, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm not too big into the Kirby lore because I've only played 2 Kirby games. But it seems interesting. I would be willing to learn more about it.
Read Tomo-chan is a girl. It looks interesting. 4-panel manga. All right.
I like 4-coma.
All right. We're going to get there. That's going to go on the list. I don't know why people are bumping it, because it's very much in the One Punch Man style of big funny and of discussion. Can't handle raw power of episode 19 playing in the background. Believe it. Pirate Warrior stream would be fun. DA, you gotta talk to DA about these things, y'all. Oh yeah, this graphics card is on the thoughts on iShow 21. My 3rd favorite sports manga of all time. Number 1 is I'm still going to go Slam Dunk, then I'm going to go Ippo, and then I'm going to go Ice Shield 21. I got to see how Ippo ends. How do you order the big 3 from best to worst? For me, it's One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. That's probably the order for me as well.
Yeah, I think that in terms of Bleach versus Naruto, I think that Bleach has the highest highs between Bleach and Naruto, but it also has the lowest lows. But I think the high highs save it. It has more goodwill because a lot of Naruto is a lot of middling. I can't say too much about the pain stuff, but there's a lot that I could talk about in Bleach, even the bad stuff.
You swear to Jesus or amoral Jesus? You pick your Jesus, sir.
Depending on what you're swearing to.
Exactly. One of them needs to be sworn to.
Oh, I swear I'm a fish out of you. I swear to amoral Jesus. Normal Jesus don't want to hear that.
Isn't Mashle just a comedic Black Clover? You can see it as that, except, it's a one-note comedy of you have no powers and that's the joke. Blame
Gigax for
the Black Clover thing. Yeah, absolutely.
That's big time. It's falling apart.
Yeah, like I said, my graphics card is just, I don't know what's going on with it recently.
Relatively new computer as well.
Yeah, it's like 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. Yeah, like I said, at worst, I need to send it back and get it much back.
The problem is we're going to be without computer.
Yep, just need to verify this bush.
I beat you to it.
That's cool. Yeah, and it only happens like once every 8 days or so. I just don't understand.
Why are there still so many?
There's still so many questions, y'all. What are we doing? You know what? What time is it? We're out at 9 no matter what. There's so many fic.
We're gonna be done before that, definitely. Or maybe not. You blame Giggles.
Yep. What do you think of Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go? I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
I've seen like 2 episodes, and I thought it was okay.
What are y'all favorite and least favorite shonen protagonists?
Favorite, Luffy, Yusuke, Rekka from Flame of Rekka, Bossoon from Sket Dance, really good. Everybody read Sket Dance. I will always shield that. Tadano, that's technically a shonen. Least favorite, you got your Naruto, you got your Tanjiro, you got your Bleach Man. Ichigo. I don't dislike Ichigo. Ichigo's fine.
I'll say this. Deku used to be in mine, now he's in my least.
Yeah. I'm pretty apathetic on the main character from Assassination Classroom. I feel nothing for them.
The favorites for me would be Luffy, Yusuke, Madaka from Madaka Box. I want to throw probably Jolene in there.
Jolene is in there.
Yeah, I'd have to think more on it because the amounts. Least favorite is Naruto, Deku. Asta in the good. I like Asta. Deku, Naruto, Ichigo I'm good with. I might throw Senku in the good too. Yeah, I'd really have to think about that. Giorno in the least. Yeah. I don't think I dislike that many shonen pro tags. Tanjiro's in there. Would you ever stream One Piece Pirate Carnival if given a chance?
I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, it was just a One Piece game of mini games.
Oh yeah, that was the one where they had Interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fun.
We could acquire that
Legally.
and stream it.
We could just do a bunch of dumb anime games one stream.
Yeah, that sounds fun. We might do that. Have you ever seen Oben Star Racers? No, never even heard of it. Yeah, looking that up now. How do you motivate yourself to read more manga? My list is stacked and I try to read in my free time, but I end up doing other things instead. So a lot of times the worst thing is the barrier to start. And I'll do it while I'm doing something I find quote unquote boring. Like when I'm cooking, I'll just be like, I got my manga here. Let me just pick a manga or I catch up in my manga. And then by the time I'm done cooking, I still just want to keep reading manga. Other times it's just straight up, all right, I need to read this manga. You could be on the toilet or whatever, and whatever starts it, it's eventually gonna just keep pushing you forward to keep doing it until you're just like, I gotta stop. There have been times where I'm just like, I'll read a manga in the bathroom, and then that's like at 11 p.m., and then it's 7 a.m., and I've done nothing but read manga during that time.
I will read something that I'm interested in and then get myself into a manga mood and then go over to stuff where I'm like, this is something new that I want to watch or read.
What do you think of the Straw Hats Unlimited designs in the Unlimited games?
Oh, they're so good.
They're so
good. The animal theme ones are so good.
Zoro's dragon, Luffy's lion, they're good
so
as
good. Our Warrior stream would be fun. It would be, but I've maxed out so many of the characters and done so many things. Plus, I'm anti-content, and you guys should know that by now.
Just talk to him, y'all. So many of the games y'all would love to see played. It's contingent on this bastard right here.
Shame that.
You ever try watching Yu Hakusho in Japanese? It's so bland. I can't.
Yeah, I feel
it is the dub or nothing.
Believe it, they dropped that real fast. They needed that data bio filled up, and they just went, nope. The people ain't digging this.
Dude, we might just need to end the stream. I might need to restart my computer.
We could just do some lightning.
All right, let's lightning.
There's so many. What happened?
Oh, dude, y'all got so many questions.
What happened?
Spice Girls out of all of them?
Spice Girls is amazing.
What do you think of Mob Psycho 100? We haven't read it yet, but it's on the list.
I've seen 3 episodes, and it was basically the same thing I felt about One Piece. It's the same joke over and over. Not One Piece, One Punch Man. Same joke over and over. I'm a swindler. He's doing all the work. Blah, blah, blah. Happened again. I was like, okay, not for me. Moving on.
Naruto stays great as an adult. Why can't his voice change? That's a very good question.
God damn, boy. Just get another person, but they didn't want to do that.
Or just make your voice deeper. Have you read Fujiko Bizarre Worldly Wisdom? No, but it sounds interesting.
Might be a Lupin thing.
Okay.
Or is that Fukino?
Very solid answers. Thank you. Favorite Avatar element?
Earth. No problems. Toph. 100%. Chief Beifong. In my veins.
All Kirby characters is a puss but Kirby. Wish there was a good place to it all. Oh, it is. There's so many places.
Oh, just look. Just look. Right Back at You was the first piece of media that you cried at? Well, yeah, well, I guess you are. You would have been like, what, 6 by the time it came out? In babies?
Kirby is so OP because the creator did not want to make Seance where Kirby gets sad. Oh, that's interesting. DA, you're a bum? That's accurate.
That's interesting.
About to watch the first Broly movie. It's okay.
Yeah, I watched it in theaters, and I had to get somebody kicked out because they were just yelling Team 4-star quotes, and it was very annoying.
Do you like Hikari no Go? That sounds very familiar.
It's a black haired with like a yellow spiky hair as well, and they're playing Go.
Okay, that one, yeah. That's on the list.
That's on the list because I need to learn Shogi and Go for Yakuza.
I remember crying at the Snowman episode when I was like a kid. Like, what are y'all?
Why? What?
How do y'all feel about the...
Right Back at You. When you were a kid, you mean yesterday?
No. How do y'all feel about the Now My Hero chapters and the downfall of the manga? I heard the author said that it being rushed, and I can see that. Yeah, they want to get done with it. I haven't read since the big page splash of "We're all angry." I haven't read it since then, so I'm like 13 to 15 chapters
I'm caught
behind.
up. You can feel the heavy hand of the author going, wrap this up. Spoilers for the latest chapter.
Don't care. Give him like 30 seconds.
3, 2, 1. It's just like, here's all of Dobby's backstory. He is doing his big attack. He's already melting, and he's not done a single attack yet. This Dobby thing is going to be in 2 chapters, and it's done. It's horrible.
I almost tossed my volume of Aisha when that dude that was like, I'm Senna's brother, and taught him to run, just walks into frame, was all, I'm on the team, but I was absent when you first played them. Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Oh, boy.
We've been friends forever, Senna. I just happened to not be there.
I've been here this whole time, baby.
Top 5 favorite game franchises. Metal Gear Solid, Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil, Danganronpa, and fifth.
Persona
might be
Street Fighter,
it.
Mortal Kombat.
I already said Mortal Kombat.
I wasn't listening.
Clearly.
Ace Attorney?
Ace Attorney might be up there.
Zero Escape or whatever.
No, I wouldn't put that up there. Not above Ace Attorney, at least.
I wrote it down for next week.
Okay, just write it down. I got 4 for y'all so far. You swore too much to amoral Jesus, and now you were forced to live with the Zenitsu. Okay, yeah, no. I'm not reading the rest of that.
Hey, whoops.
A lot of weird...
Sometimes you gotta roll the dice and be like, hey, who am I praying to today? What am I gonna get? Oh, whoops.
You have to live with Zenitsu no matter where you chose to live. What do you do? Kill him. All right, a lot of weird My Little Pony for fans.
Yes, but there's also a lot of normal ones. I am a normal one.
Sure.
What? I'm not coming in a jar or a box.
That I know of. We still can't find that on a hole. That's all I'm saying. You can watch the Giga Shounen tier list, but I don't think there's much to talk about.
Yeah, I skimmed it, and there's not too much to talk about. He's got some bad taste, though.
Gon, we're not fans of Gon, but I don't find him to be like the worst ever.
Yeah.
You put that Yusuke video on the list, right? Oh, absolutely.
Yep, sure.
Have y'all ever read or heard of the Pokemon manga?
Oh, it gets dark. It gets real dark. People get cut in half and crap.
Yeah. If Chris was here, we'd call him in right now, but he's not here.
Yeah, we've heard of it. I'm not the biggest fan of the Pokemon manga, but I've seen screenshots and I've heard things where it's just like, all right, y'all go for it. Going for a different audience, huh?
What do you think of the One Piece Pirate Warriors I Will Surpass You theme?
I don't know what that theme is.
He's looking it up now. Which series has the best designs in the big three? Overall, One Piece.
No, it is the Bleach cover arcs. Where Kubo just gets to go ham.
Yeah.
And just let them be like, yo, they skiing now.
That's
look
why I
at how
said
fly they
overall,
look.
in the
Look, they
series,
just in suits.
it's One
I
Piece.
win.
But if it was just like, yo, here's my best of designs and here's my best of designs, Kubo would be shitting over the other two. They look too fly. He should have just put them in them outfits to begin with. He should just change up their outfits every other arc, just like, yo, you can look fly as Ichigo.
Oh yeah, I like this one. I remember that one. I like that one. It's good. I Will Surpass You is good.
Have you read Noragami?
I just put down my phone.
I think I did. Just keep it in your hand. If not, it is definitely
Where'd
on the
the
list.
M go?
What do you mean? Do you mean where it come from?
Oh, that looks interesting. No, that looks familiar. No, it looks interesting. I said it the first time, right? I have not, but I will put that on my list. Looks like from the series. Looks like from the designer of Durarara.
If
Looks
you know
like
where
he's
to
got a
get it
very
off.
similar style.
DM me, Turk. Hikari no Go is amazing top 10 for me. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta read it just to figure out Go.
Or do you gotta figure out Go just to read it? What do you think of One Piece Four Kids Cook It Up song?
So good.
It's so good, it's bad.
Hold that spatula tightly. Now cook it up. It's so good. 4 Kids, when they hit harder than anything in history. They will be forgotten, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Where's the K on the whole DA?
I honestly don't know, and I wish I had it, because it would have been a funny thing to put up and just like look about K-On on a whole. But
completely unused, quote unquote.
Completely unused. Pristine.
Yep, we might be done, y'all. It's crapping out again. All right, we're just gonna end the stream.
Man,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah, like I said,
Fine.
I don't know if it's a driver issue or whatever, and it's perfectly fine, and then it's just simply not, and then it's perfectly fine.
I'm worried about this happening. And you talking about let's stream again? Let's stream again? What? How?
Oh yeah, this is definitely
Explosive.